100 lifetimes passed. A dwarven kingdom was ruled by a cult of corrupt elders known as the Diadem. They lorded over the valley between two mountain ranges called the Upper and Lower Riles. This wound in the soil became known by the people as the Crag. Insulted by death, the Diadem toyed with magic of the soul and cursed themselves and their nation into eternal unlife. Incited by the gods' inaction, an archfey of winter rose to end the blight and covered the crag and its horde in an eternal sheet of ice. Centuries later, new life has found its way to this frozen wasteland. The humans first, carving holes in the ice river Tormag and fishing its depths. The halflings felt the new and powerful natural magics and settled in the hills. The dragonkin and orcs fled their persecutions and waged war in the frozen wastes. Finally, the gnomes found silver in the upper Isles and began trade between all the races of the crag with coins shaped like a beating heart. For this reason, all those who share that eternal winter have become known as the Crag-Hearted.
All right, hello everyone. Welcome back. We are up and running again. Took a week off, got to stretch, got to see our families, had a good time. Now we're back in the crag, about to enjoy this very incredible and also sad experience. And we're going to just see how everybody does. It's an exciting time to have everybody back. What? I'm not foreshadowing any terrible, sad things, but you all are my favorite players, and again, my name is Apelles. I am DM Cheshirecat, and I cannot wait to get this one going. We are about to head into Mehron's vault, and I am so stoked. And I also drank a non-affiliated coffee, and it's apparently nitro cold brew, which is just like black super strong coffee. I didn't know that, but here we are today together. So
like with some non-affiliated whiskey, or
it should be. No, that's not a good idea. I have to work tomorrow. So anyway, thank you all. Welcome everybody. Welcome back. We are going to jump into this next episode of The Crag. We're just going to go down the line, introduce everybody, and then we will kick this bad boy off. We'll just start with Trevor. Go ahead and introduce yourself. I want to do something because we took a week off. I want everyone to just take a moment and re-describe what their character physically looks like at this moment before we head into Mehron's vault. I just need a good reminder of everybody to know what everyone looks like, give a good description of what they look like, and then we will do the recap with Joe, who's the last one here, and then we will kick this story off. So Trevor, go ahead and start us off.
I'm Trevor. I'm playing Hogrum. I am not an orc, but he is. And we, let's see, as we would see him now, he is probably pretty beaten up. But he has, I mean, can they see the avatars here? I don't want to over-describe, but he's a tall, orcish-bodied man with some straight, slick back hair. He's very strong in build. He carries a glaive and armor made from sort of whalebone and leather strapped together.
Excellent. And yes, this is for people who would not be able to see the visuals, because we might have audio version of this as well.
Oh.
So, yeah, just make sure to describe yourself, and that's why, just because I don't know who will see what in the end, so I just want to have everything cool. We'll head right on over to Kyle.
Hello, My name is Kyle. I'm playing Braum. Braum is about 6.5 foot tall. Think Icelandic descent. Very firm in build. Probably a solid 295, 300 pounds of just solid. I'm gonna call bricks of ice on my back kind of man. He's easily noticeable because he has a giant bronze shield that he carries with him. As far as clothing goes, he's mostly wrapped in winter clothing of sorts. I assume to be some sort of leather style goods and pants. Pretty simple.
Pretty simple. And let's head on over to Raymond.
Sorry, after that last statement, all I heard was boots and pants and boots and pants and boots and pants. Anyway, sorry. I'm Raymond. I play Milo and his pseudo dragon Izzy. Milo is roughly 3 feet. He's tall for a halfling. He's a halfling. He has some. If I'm not mistaken. It's been a while since we've looked at descriptions. Like grayish skin, but he has cracks that are ice blue that randomly appear across his skin in different places. He is relatively charming to some, a bit of a pain in the behind to others. He has started sprouting goat horns. Little small goat nubbins have started to sprout from his head at this point in time due to some decisions that have been made by him. So, and he is a firm follower of Mesor. It's kind of one of the reasons why he's in this trek in the first place. So.
True, very true.
And Izzy's a white dragon, a white pseudo dragon.
Pseudo dragon. There's a huge difference between those two things.
White dragon, pseudo dragon, right? He's a white pseudo dragon that has the ability to change color into a chromatic, just to kind of keep herself from being a target when in possible hostile environments.
Yeah, don't have to worry about those at all. And finally, Joe.
Hey everyone, I'm playing. My name is Joe. I'm playing Vaga. Vaga is an elf. He is about like 5'9", like this dark chestnut skin, this deep black hair that is currently tied up as like a sort of scarf around him in like new winter clothes. His eyes are this like brilliant, almost shining golden color. He is, I mean, right now he's like wearing these new winter clothes made from like a winter wolf hide. Has like a mace and a sickle on his sides. He has this like large pendant that he carries around, with sort of that depicts like a sun and like a golden dragon around it. And he also has a shield that he carries on his back. It's not a bronze shield, but it's sturdy enough, and he has like another depiction of like the sun and like the golden dragon around it. Yeah, he's got like sort of a lean physique. Right now, he's uncharacteristically tired. Elves, they live forever and are perfect, but right now he is like normally has like dark eyeshadow, but it's like looking over his face right now by how tired he is.
And why don't you go ahead and dive into the recap and kind of explain where we are and why we may be as tired as we are.
So, Aga is meditating. And in his mind, he's playing over what happened yesterday. Shambling mound, whatever it was, it chased us for hours. We were tired by the moment. Thought we were free. Then we fell into this crevasse. survived. I survived. Just barely. I brought my companions back to their feet. Before I knew it, Ogrum had disappeared around the corner. I did not know where he went. Milo sent Izzy around and there was a flash of lightning. He was gone. Investigating. Ogrum. Gone. What was the axe? In our desperation, we needed to get out of the crevasse. Continued on, found of settlements. It was uncertain. We managed to climb out. Saw Grum had done. And Milo and I arrived. Grum was laying just unconscious at the foot of a slain bearded demon. Deep axe marks cut into its flesh. Ogrum came to. He thought he was speaking to Mehron. I don't know what happened. But the party is shaken. We found the entrance to Mehron's tomb, cave nearby. We made camp there. We needed to rest. We had set up a perimeter to make sure that our tracks were covered. We know someone is coming after us. The axe is a key, after all, into the tomb. We shall see what happens. Shivers.
As Vaga sits and meditates, we watch the wind blow by the entrance to this cave. It whistles and howls and makes a sucking sound as it passes over this hole in the ice that leads finally to Mehron's vault. The wind soars up high, passes over the wastes, slips through the small shrubs that were tips of pine trees, and flows to a tent village where we see standing 4 bronze knights and a woman. She is dressed in the skins of slain humans. She has sharp white scales and teeth to match, a patch of blonde hair stolen from one of her victims attached to her scalp. And she knocks on a wagon door. Two Gears. We know they've come by this way. Why don't you come out? There's silence. Two Gears, I won't ask again. And then you see a small slit open up in the door. And immediately, she leaps to the side, and the door explodes in a gout of fire. It encompasses all of the brass guards, and they fall to their knees in pain and agony, trying to smother the flames in the snow. And the door opens up, and Two Gears steps out. A small, dark-skinned gnomish man. Basically, y'all don't want to talk at all. Basically. and his breath catches in his throat as he looks down and sees around his ankle a tendril of a whip. It is latched on and pierced his flesh, and you can see dark purple veins beginning to crawl up his leg. He immediately shakes his ankle free and he looks around the corner to see Calatrax, whip in hand, smiling. Well, then you know why we are here. 2 Gears falls to a knee. Basically, y'all don't have a fucking clue. Basically. And he falls asleep in front of his wagon. The Bronze Knights and the woman begin to approach the unconscious body of Merrick 2 Gears, but as they do, a rift opens. A small cut in reality, and floating above Merrick 2 Gears is an armadillo, its eyes full of lightning. And there is a flash. Vaga, you are awoken by a sudden flash of sunlight, finally creeping over the hill and peering into the crevasse. It is morning. Everyone else is still sleeping, and you took last watch.
I'm saying my morning prayers, thanking um, thanking the sun for blessing us with his presence this day. I look over to Pogrom where he's sleeping, and I'm looking for the axe, making sure it's still wrapped up.
It is. It's still wrapped in the sheepskin.
I'm gonna look outside the cave. Do I see anything?
Give me a perception check.
This is an ability score. This is disadvantage.
Correct.
Okay. That's a 15.
15. You notice that the body that was here the night before has dissolved. It has turned into a purplish slime that seems to have melted into the ice on the floor and is just kind of trickling down the side of the canyon. But nothing else.
It's not it doesn't seem to be moving on its own. It's just sort of like
It looks like it is decomposed and it's just kind of melted.
Yeah, I'm just gonna start getting breakfast ready then.
Sure. The rest of you wake to the smell of breakfast as Vaga begins to prepare some provisions and get everything ready to go.
The instant Milo wakes up, he starts trying to measure distances with like footsteps and his own body length that he can of how deep the sunlight can peer into the cavern, because he's remembering that the sunlight is what caused the effect last time excuse me, from the axe, as far as piercing the hole through. So he's trying to see like where that line is.
You're pretty sure it would shine a little bit into, like if you measured it out, it's shining mostly at the door, but probably would not shine farther than that.
Okay.
Like this is well placed.
Did you sleep, my friend? Any nightmares?
No, no, not today. I had too many other things on my mind. And Milo just continues to pace the room, trying to figure ways to extend the sunlight. And he takes his pack off his back and literally just strews it across the room, just looking for anything that he has that could possibly reflect light and like try to get it farther and farther back into it. He grabs a he like literally going through everything he has. He grabs like all of his crossbow bolts and kind of lays them out to see if there's a way that he can get them to refract even a little bit of the light farther in. Something that can kind of angle it as he's moving it, and he's trying to keep his eye contact specifically away from Hogrim because just the sight of him right now still pisses him off at this point. So he's trying to figure out a way to do it without touching the axe, without us opening the axe up. He wants to try to get that sunlight to that back door.
Do you tell the rest of us about that, or are you just looking by yourself?
You guys would see
I
me.
feel like you all would see him.
Yeah, you would see me laying stuff out, trying to reflect, like bounce light off of different things, and just trying to angle it.
I'm just gonna walk over with my giant bronze shield, and use that to reflect a very large portion of light to wherever Milo points.
Give me investigation check, actually, as you're trying to reflect.
Am I at disadvantage for that too?
Or do you have a point of exhaustion?
I had 2 points of exhaustion.
So now you still have 1, and yes.
Oh. So disadvantage is. We're gonna end up with a nat 1 on me, shining light somewhere.
You kind of hold it up there, and you both are doing your best, but it's not really. It's a lot of light, and it's being kind of diffused off of the bronze into the room, and you can't catch an angle with it at all. It doesn't seem to be doing much of anything.
Could I try turning it over and using the inside, kind of like a basin? You know, because it's gonna be like slightly.
I'm gonna say with a nat 1, you don't think of that.
Can't argue that. Not at all.
Hog is muted.
There we go. Sorry, guys. Hog will enter the room and sees people sitting over by the fire, the breakfast, and he just sort of like slumps down in the general area, and he puts the axe over by the fire, and he looks at it. He looks at the sheepskin rather, and then he looks at Milo, and he says, "Words cannot express how deeply sorry I am for what I've done, but I do not think any further proof is needed to how evil this thing is, and how resolute we should be in finding the root of this evil."
Milo stops because his back's to him at this point because he noticed him coming around the corner from wherever he was, and he just stops and puts down whatever was in his hands at the time. Takes a deep sigh, and still without facing him, "I understand it wasn't you. I appreciate your words. I have just one question. Can you control that thing or no? Because if you can't, then you need to give it to somebody who possibly can." And I turn around and stare and put my hand out, staring him dead in his eyes. "We got to get through this wall. And that clearly is the only thing that can get us through it. So if you can't control it, give it to somebody who might be able to.
But Pelly's I out of character. I feel like I've forgotten exactly what you said in terms of mechanics wise with me and this axe. Is it bound to me or what would I know about my situation with the axe?
You would not want to give it over. But at the same time, I would say first there's no fire because you all specifically said you do not want to start one tonight, so as not to draw attention
Oh,
to the
okay.
location. Um, if you
I
wanted to
thought Vaga was
try to
cooking though.
respond to this request, give me a wisdom saving throw.
Real quick, I thought Vaga was cooking breakfast. I thought that's where the fire came from.
I was preparing
No,
breakfast.
preparing it.
Different
okay.
wording.
Gotcha.
You do not have disadvantage on saves. Natural 20. Hot damn.
Wow.
So you, in this moment, you feel yourself and the axe pulling at you, and you still yourself in this moment of like resolute calm and understanding. You feel like it feels like there are shadows pulling at your mind, and you feel the fingers of the grip relax ever so slightly. And you can, if you would like, give the axe to Milo.
Milo, we must be very careful with this thing. And I'll give it over to him.
And he hands it to you. It is still wrapped in the sheepskin clothing, but as he hands it over, you, Hog, you feel like a weight, like an anxiety just pulling at you, just pulling at you and pulling at you, but you steel yourself and hand it to Milo. Milo, you are holding, it's pretty big for you. It is a battle axe, but it is heavy, and for the first time, really, you are feeling the weight of this weapon.
And if the time comes that you too grow weak from carrying this thing, or if the time comes in battle that I need to call upon its power as a last resort, then I ask that you oblige me this weapon, as dark as it may be.
For the first time since they entered the crag, only Vaga will have seen this before. They'll see a genuine smile creep across Milo's face, and a slight tear roll down the side of his cheek. The fact that you were willing to hand it over speaks volumes of you as a person, my man. I thank you. And I don't know how long you've been holding on to this, but I'm not taking it to hurt. We're in this together. And if I can help remove some of the burden that you've got to deal with every day holding on to this thing, that's what I'm going to do. But if you do need it, if we need it, you don't have to ask.
Thank you as well. We are carrying this burden together. And them, and I look over at Brahm and Vaga. What's our next move?
We open the vault.
I just nod.
It's in your
And I
hand,
start
Milo.
start maneuvering. I'm not opening anything,
Hmm.
but I'm just maneuvering the axe, like trying to find a good placement for it before we decide to open it. It's like we're trying to get the light as far in as we can, so that way we
Hmm.
can, when we do open it, it's close enough to the door to open hopefully a bigger area.
Yeah.
So I'm just like maneuvering, walking around, dragging, probably dragging it around. You know what I mean?
It's easy
Just trying to
enough.
maneuver
It's not
the
a very
shaft of it.
large space that you all are in, but yeah, you're set. You can get it set up and
You're dragging
prepped.
it along the ground.
I mean,
Dungeon.
Apelli says that the sun will make it at least to the door, right? You said.
Yeah.
So you could
Yeah.
walk straight to the door, right? Like and open it right in front of it. I don't think
Yeah,
you're gonna get a
that's what I
bigger
want to
hole
wherever
than.
wherever we
Okay.
can do it. Yeah.
Okay. No, it's easy enough. It's not. You don't even need to roll a check for it. You move the
Okay.
axe into place. It is still wrapped, right? You haven't removed it from the wrap, but yeah.
Right.
I think while all this is happening, bro, I'm still gonna with a nat one. I still look pretty dumb. But I'm over there like shaking my shield around, trying to like. Occasionally, you guys are talking again, you're like hitting the, I'm breaking up this moment with a couple like really bad light flashes to the face, kind of a thing. But I'm
Definitely.
still there.
Well done.
Got you.
So I like after I position it, and I unwrap just the top part and try to like pull the skin taut to where we can use possibly the skin to unlock it. That way, no one's touching it. So I'm just trying to like unwrap enough of it to where no one's actually touching any part of the battle axe at this point
Sure.
while we open it.
As soon as you
And then
flip the
I
top off of that, could you give me a wisdom saving throw?
sure. And I actually before I open the top, I do wave for Hog to come over,
Sure.
and I just kind of nod at him like, "All right, we're gonna do this," and then I go
We're
for
doing this.
it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And you said a wisdom save?
Yep.
I'm gonna put my hand on his shoulder.
Okay.
17.
Um. hmm. Yeah, we'll just do it. As you pull the flap back, you like the light from the sun shines through this prism that is opened up on the tip of the axe, and it almost like shines in your face a little bit. As it does, you hear a very deep voice, and you just hear it say, "I'm sorry." And you feel yourself start getting pulled toward this axe. Everybody else, you see Milo standing still. Milo, you can see your eyes starting to glare into this dazzling light. And for a bit, Hog, you feel that hold kind of relax a little bit more and a little bit more. And Milo, you begin to feel like it feels like teeth are beginning to dig into your skull. Hog, you're everyone else kind of just sees them standing there. Hog, you feel what is happening because you are right next to him. I want you to decide what you would like to do in this moment because it definitely feels like the curse is transferring from you to him. What would you like to do?
I keep my hand on his shoulder. I mean, I did just agree to give him the axe, and so to take it back, I think would be out of the question. But I also think what goes through Hog's mind is that if I have a curse and I do something crazy with the axe, I'm gonna hurt a lot more people than maybe a physically smaller, not axe wielding guy would. I mean, I
Okay.
don't know this, but That's my thinking.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm gonna keep my hand on his shoulder and just shout, "You can do this! Come on, stay with me."
Will I have enough? Can with that roll, can I still hear him talking? Like, can
No,
I hear Hawk saying this?
you do not.
Okay, that's what I was wondering. Okay. Okay.
And after a while,
Um,
Hog, you feel like you have you ever gotten out of a pool? And when you start
Yeah.
walking again, your limbs start, you feel like loosey goosey a little bit. Like you didn't know what kind of pressure you were experiencing until you're not under it anymore.
Mhm.
Yeah, definitely.
That's the feeling that washes over you. Like, and you have been carrying the axe for longer than anyone else here. You've been carrying it since you left with your first assignment, and
All right.
you feel so much lighter and freer. Milo, you feel you I would say immediately understand. I think more than anything else, what floods your mind is the fact that you understand Hog. Because the drag this seems to have on your heart is almost unbearable. It is the feeling as though the you feel the past of somebody who is not you, and you feel the sins of that person's past on your shoulders. And those sins are great. It is like someone has just gifted you the guilt of 100 years. And it makes you buckle to your knees. And as you do, your eyes fall out of the light that is shining through the prism of the axe. And the light now shines through that prism onto the ice behind you. And in moments, you hear it cracking and giving way, and the wall behind you melts to reveal a large steel door. And in the middle of the door, there is a cross section that looks just wide enough for an axe head. And Milo, you are now the owner of this axe.
Does it shrink in size?
Nope.
Just make it easier for me. Does it become easier to wield?
Yes.
Okay.
You see Milo stand up, and as he does, for the first time, he picks up the axe, and it does not look heavy in his arms.
Do I have my consciousness back yet, or am I still in this?
I would say, yeah.
Lucid
Around
state.
once you fell out of the eyesight of that beam that was shining at you, you come back to.
Okay.
And you don't feel like possessed, but you just feel heavy.
I kind of glance up because Hog's hand will still be on my shoulder,
Mm-hmm.
and like now I'm feeling the pressure of him like holding me, like, you know what I'm saying, trying to, like, I could feel that he's probably trying to send positive vibes, you know what I mean, through his
Yeah.
hand into me as I was going through that. So feeling the pressure of his grip and everything, I kind of like pat his hand and glance up, and it's like, you did a good job.
Good.
It's my turn.
Good. Let's stay focused.
And I walk forward and put the axe handle in. I don't turn it. I just slide it in.
Okay.
Does it need to be turned?
Mm-hmm.
Does it need to be turned? Okay, I figured. So I'm gonna leave it there. And I'm gonna let go of it. I'm not turning it yet. And I turned back to everyone else and was like, okay, well, we got the key in the door. You guys ready? Or are we eating first? I feel like we should eat. Let's eat.
Oh yeah, huh?
So I leave the axe there and we walk and eat.
I feel like knowing that people are behind us, I think we should just get, like, I don't think, like, eating's really gonna, like, help us.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean,
I mean,
I didn't say
you
it,
all
but
can
I meant-
choose
In
not
my-
to eat.
In my homeland, we call these snack wraps. They are like
Ah.
small treats. I have made it so we can make a quick escape. I distribute breakfast burritos
Yes.
of our rations.
And this is why you are the man. All right, let's go.
Yeah, we
Awesome.
ate.
So we ate.
So you all eat, and then Milo, I assume it is you who's going to turn the key, correct?
I shall.
Okay. Give me just a moment here, guys, as I get you all prepped up here. And I apologize, my map is not synced to the grid. It's something that happened with the creation of this map. I don't know why it did that, but that's where we're at right now. But the light shines into this place, and I want you all to go ahead and just head on over to Roll20, and I will change the view here.
Yeah. There we go.
There we go.
Dungeon time.
And it is dungeon time for real. The door
Yeah,
opens.
I already like it. FYI.
Yeah. The door opens with a soft, like kind of well-oiled creak. And it smoothly slides open. And oh, come on. And you all hear the kind of the steel. It's a sound that I realize that you all probably have not heard before. It's the sound of steel sliding on steel. And it's a little intimidating because as it opens, there's like small sparks on the ground as this steel door is moving of its own accord, letting you all into this cavern. And as it opens up, you see this steel does not stop at the door. The walls inside of here are also made of pure, shining steel. And as you step in, the floor is ice cold. But you all step in. And you see it's a cavern that seems to be a tunnel that's leading deep into the side of this mountain.
Hey, fellas.
Yes?
Quick question. Above us, are there like icicles, like large, like ice formations kind of a thing? Or what, like, is it just a steel, like, box?
It is a steel box. It is rectangular.
So there's no snow or ice inside.
No moisture really of any kind.
Was there outside of the door?
Yes. But not much, like, it's not a lot, but some of it.
I was kind of it's a similar situation. I know we had that ice wall that was in front of the door that we just kind of had to get through.
Mhm.
On the inside, though, I would assume if no one's been here in a while, the floor would be at least dusty or have some type of a layer of dust or something on it.
There's no dust.
Does it look so? It looks like someone possibly was just here.
No, it looks like
Or
the
we wouldn't be
entire
able to tell.
space is clean.
Like recently clean,
Like,
but that type of clean.
like sterile. Does not look natural at all. It doesn't look like somebody wiped it clean either.
Can I roll a perception check?
You can?
Okay. Never seen this much metal in one place.
Yeah, it is. To you all, it is mind-blowing. The amount of metal that is here, just its existence. Like, if you took just the part of the room you all could see right now. Oh, nice! If you took just the part
Roll
of the
the
room that you all could
natural
see right
one.
now and you took a wall home, you could retire on it for the rest of your life.
El Dorado.
Like,
Okay. Yeah.
it is outrageous. With a natural 20, I'm gonna just do this. You kind of look in and you have some good darkish vision, right? Because you have dark vision as a half orc.
Mm-hmm.
So you can see all the way down this hallway.
Whoa.
So I'm going to reveal that. So you can see down this way it leads to a longer corridor that looks like it opens up into a room ahead of you. You don't see anything else moving. It is as silent as death.
And these sorry, these things on the sides, we're seeing like some torches.
They look like columns,
and that's
actually,
about it?
that are holding up the ceiling.
Oh, columns. Okay. Okay.
I don't like the way you said. That's just me.
Um.
Hey, fellas, please
Yeah.
check your face while we're figuring out what to do.
You said check books?
I set a side question. Yeah, I set a side question.
I guess I'll wait for the DM to check the question. But Hog is sort of in a like a position like he's ready to step forward, I guess. Seems like there's only one way forward.
You need assistance seeing.
Do any of you not have dark vision?
Me?
I think Brahm
Me?
does not.
Oh, Brom.
Rom does not. But he has a giant shield you can put light on.
I think the halfling does not either.
I don't. I was just double checking that. No, I don't. No, I was looking through. I was looking through AC before.
Yeah, that was it.
I'll cast light on Brahm's shield once, or any other object.
Okay. Let me see here.
I thought Milo could see in the dark, but if he can't,
No, it was
I'll
Izzy.
I can. Oh, do you want light as well? Should we get separated?
No, it's okay. I'll make do. I'll make do.
Guys,
Okay.
I'll be right back. Give me like 30 seconds.
Sure.
Move
I don't
forward
plan on
into
going too
danger.
far.
What is the
Well, I
range
also
on
don't
light?
want you burning all your spells.
So light is bright light, a 20-foot radius, and then dim light, an additional 20. So it's like 40 feet.
Okay. I'm gonna mark this.
Give me an aura. Actually, obviously, you can do whatever you want.
Baton. Do you all see that now?
Okay. Yes. Nice.
Hey, DM,
Mm-hmm.
how heavy would you say the axe is?
I think you would have no idea at this point.
Okay, I'm asking specifically for mage hand. That's why I was asking.
It would be
Would it be
heavier
something the
than
mage hand could carry?
You wouldn't. You wouldn't.
Heavier
be
than mage hand?
able to
Okay, that's what I was wondering.
Mm.
Okay,
That'd be dope, though.
right?
It would be. It's solid
That
metal.
would be horrifying.
Do you all
I say we
step
move
in?
forward.
You have control over your
Yeah.
dots.
Yeah.
Yep.
Before we go in, we know people are chasing us. Do we want to close this door behind us for now? We have the axe. We can reopen it.
Do we see a locking mechanism on the inside?
You see there is a keyhole that looks like the axe on the back side of the doors as well.
Okay. Then yeah,
So,
we'll say we go and close it.
Presumably you could.
Okay, we'll go and close it. Call it a day.
Okay. As you all step in and turn around, the doors start to close on their own. And you all can see up above, there's these two large metal, they're arches basically, but they go into the walls and they pull the doors shut. And they just start. But again, it does not sound, you don't hear clicking. It is smooth. Like the gears and everything are very well oiled. And it just slides.
Do you guys mind if I take just 5 minutes before we go in?
It would seem that we are in.
I take the axe out and I open the doors again.
It opens.
Or attempt to open the doors. Okay. And then I let them close back. I just want to make sure the key worked.
Then you open them again. And then you close.
Yeah, it opens.
At that point, if they're playing with the doors, I just start walking.
That's fine.
You all have control of your
I don't know how many
icons.
times we're opening and closing.
Say, don't touch anything.
That's
Fine, I won't
I'll
touch
watch for it.
anything.
You all
I'm
have
gonna
30 feet at a
follow,
time, or
and
like-
I'm gonna my out for anything
right about here,
suspicious.
Brom. Nope,
I
too
take a
late.
step back.
You stepped over that line. You're right here.
I said I was gonna look for suspicious things.
Say that.
Yeah, but Brom
He did
walked
say that.
here first.
I was just moving. Okay.
As you step all over this part, you see on the walls, because your light is shining up, you actually see, it's gorgeous. It is a mural carving, but it is done in metal. And it lines the entirety of this wall here. From where you are, all the way down the hallway to here. And you can see depictions of different scenes that are happening. You see, it looks like there is a council of several dwarves, but one seems to be has a slash almost through its chest. And then as you look down the hallway, you can see from here, I don't think you can see the full story, but you see it transitioning from him being a part of this group to him, and you see this depiction of a creature in the sky with horns. And then you see after that a picture of all of the dwarves dead. But that is as far as you can see right now.
Now, can I question, because that sounds a lot like my entire dream
Yeah, it looks
sequence?
really familiar.
So as I get closer and I notice that, I would like I'm not sure what Brahm's move speed is, but I want to literally stay, because I can do it as a halfling, basically under him
Yeah, right next to him.
as he's walking. Yeah, and if something was to pop up, I want, I guess as a thing to do, I want to hide behind Brahm to where they can't see me, since I can be in the same space as him.
Give me a stealth check, and Vodka, go ahead and give me that perception check you wanted to do earlier.
Oh, did anything happen to me when I walked past that? I have questions for the group, but do I need to wait for something to happen to me before I can talk to people, or
No, you can talk to people. 13 for stealth. Perception, You're still at
13, yeah.
disadvantage, unfortunately, so that's an 8. You don't see much more. You are tired. But, yeah, you all are free to
After the
talk.
long rest, we all recovered 1 point of exhaustion.
Yes, everyone recovered 1 point, but I think Vaga and Brahm were at 2 points.
I had to.
So they still have one left over. But
Mm-hmm.
if you
My
only had
elf eyes
one,
do
you're
not see
good to
anything.
go. But if you have two, then
Okay.
you still have one.
Can I do a history check? I mean, obviously, I'm not 100% as like aware as everybody else is of certain things that are being depicted, but just of like history that I've heard of or picked up along the way. Could I like
Yeah. Give me a history check.
understand what I see?
In that,
Mhm.
can I give him advantage because I'm telling them
He
again
knows
about that this
exactly
is
what
the
it is.
dream
Yeah.
that I had?
Sounds good to me.
So can you
So
do
if
it
I
with
get
advantage?
do I get advantage from him, or do I get not disadvantage as an ability check?
You get not disadvantage.
Okay, yeah.
So it'll be a flat roll.
Oh my god.
Cool. He gets
That's
a nice,
okay.
sexy 2. So you look down the ways, and it is you don't. It just reminds you of Milo's dreams, basically. Because Milo has told you
With
all
me,
about the dreams, but this definitely feels like it is related.
so as we're walking down the hallway, and I don't know if it's something I should ask you now or later.
Mhm.
As we're walking down the hallway, of course, I'm reading these glyphs on the wall and everything, and relate them to what I remember. Should I roll a perception check, or can you let me know when, if, or when there's a change from what I've dreamed to what's depicted on the wall
Sure.
as we're going down this hallway?
Hmm.
Should I roll for that, or is that something that you would just be able to tell me?
Uh, we'll see in a little bit, but you all don't. You all are not down the hall.
Okay,
Move down the hall.
and I'm staying in line with him.
Okay.
I moved to there.
Okay. As you move
That
down
gives us the whole.
the whole hallway, yeah. And as you look down that way, Milo, you do see after that point there is something afterwards. And you can see that one dwarf with the mark across his chest, he sits up while all the other dwarves are dead. And you see him travel to a place that has very. They're depicted as creatures that are smaller than him.
Halflings.
And he begins working with them and talking with them, and you see a very wounded depiction of Mesor. And that's the first time you've seen him in any light other than powerful and majestic. He looks very wounded and hurt and weak and tired, but he is reaching out to this dwarf with this scar on his chest, and the dwarf is reaching back. But that's how the tunnel ends.
And now I don't know if I can. I'm assuming I can't see where the opening up is of the tunnel. I know Hog was able to see that far with
Yeah.
his. Would I see just darkness before that, or would I see the door?
There is a door at the end of this tunnel.
We should be
Okay.
able to see the door now, right? I moved far enough to where we
Yeah,
can.
you all can see the door. Yeah.
I'm going.
Okay.
So there's no. Oh, the door behind us. Got it. Okay.
No, in
You see
front
the
of
door
us.
in front of you.
No, in front of us.
There's a door in front of
Yeah.
you here.
Yeah.
Okay. Since we're still in there, I'm actually gonna go ahead and move around and go up to the door. And then wait for Vaga because I feel like he's better at looking for traps and stuff than I am. And see if he wants to do it or if he wants me to go ahead and do it.
You also see Vaga
You
is very
wanna
tired.
you wanna give this a once over?
I can try.
Sure.
Also,
13.
as we're
13.
looking at the door, before I want to prepare divine sense, I can detect good and evil.
Can you just read
you want
the
to
text
link
of Divine Sense to me?
Sure. As an action, you can detect good and evil. You can sense anything affected by the hollow spell or know the location of any celestial, fiend, undead within 60 feet. That is not behind total cover. So there's a door in front of us. I'm going to wait until the door is open, and then I'm going to use it.
Okay. Also, before you open that door, you feel that this place is hollowed. Very much so. Dedicated to a positive energy.
Just him or all of us?
Just him.
Or would I?
That's his divine sense.
Okay. I guess my question is, because I follow Mesor,
No.
would I sense anything or have any type of would anything on the walls have alerted me to this being his area?
Not at this point.
Or an area of his. Okay.
I mean, other than him being on the wall itself.
Right,
other than
that.
That's very
Yeah.
But not really. It is really just
Right.
when you open up your senses, you feel like this is a deeply hollowed place. Like a place that is dedicated wholeheartedly to a positive energy.
Right. I want to use it when the door's open too, because I know that I can't sense anything, but that's not within, like, if something has cover. So, but yeah.
Okay, you open the door.
Vog got a 13 on his perception too.
Yeah, as you
guys
are
ready?
looking over the door to see if there's any like traps or knives that are gonna shoot out and kill you all. As of right now, you notice none.
I'll
pull out the axe.
Not see anything. Just try.
I mean, like when I use it after the door's open.
Okay, the door itself looks
How do you
like
open,
it is just
just to clarify.
It looks like it is just a push to open door.
I'll push it up.
No lock.
I'll stand in front of Milo and I'll open it then.
Okay.
With my shield kind of in front of me.
I'm still gonna hold the axe behind me in preparation to swing it if need be.
But not at my legs that you're under.
No, not at your leg.
Swinging that axe is a whole other thing.
I know.
It's cutting me off right at the knees, man.
Before you start swinging the axe, Hog.
No, wait, nobody's swinging anything right now.
No, I'm swinging it. I'm just saying.
But I wanna give you all a fair shake. Hog, you know the consequences of swinging that axe. And you see that Milo is prepared to try to like attack something on the other side. Do you say anything?
Milo, this axe is not to be absolutely needed. Let's rely on other weapons.
All right. I'll take another quick glance.
You may not be able to stop.
So that's how you turned into the Thunder God thingy earlier.
Thunder God, I want the axe.
No. I put it behind me really. Like I sling it over my shoulder real quick.
Do you wrap it back up, or you just put it behind you?
I wrap it.
Okay.
Kind of sling. Here, I've got it in like a sling or something over my shoulder.
At this point, you feel like the axe is not. The axe is heavy, but you don't feel the weight of the axe where the axe is. You feel the weight of the axe on your every cell. Like it is, the weight of the axe is in your body. It is not where the axe is itself. Okay, but you sling it around your back and you wrap it back up in its sheepskin. And Brahm, you open the door. And as you do,
I don't like pews.
Opens up into a large room. Looks like it has a pretty high ceiling, and it is it has pews, it has seats in it, and the seats look like they are also made of steel. But it looks as though there were perhaps some sort of coverings on them, but those look like they have deteriorated over time. So those are the only in the room right now that look very dusty and old. Everything else looks very shiny and new. You see there are a couple of pillars here and here that are still holding up the ceiling. But the light has not illuminated the room entirely as of yet.
Hey, Hog. You've got
It's
the.
open. Just Apelles, when the doors open, it goes off.
Yeah. As Divine Sense goes off, as of right now, it does not sense anything else except for the hollowed ground.
Okay.
So Hog and I can see 60 feet.
You can.
That's what.
There's
And you would see the full room, and I also will say that, what's it called? Brahm, because you just kind of walk in. You also illuminate the room now, so I will reveal the full room for us here. How do I best do this? It's like this. This is how to do it. You see at the other end of this hallway a statue. And the statue depicts an elvish man holding a long sword and a book in his right hand. And he is battling a large winged creature with one horn. The other has been damaged in some way. But you see the entire room, and now you see there are two doors that lead. There's some to the north and some to the south.
Does this all?
Does this look like what? Oh.
Like maybe Vaga like has similar to this guy, like a descendant, kind of a look.
Suspiciously quiet.
I'm sorry?
Can you hear me?
Bill, can you hear us?
It's breaking up a little bit, actually.
Can everybody else hear me fine? Like any clouds or anything?
Yeah, we hear you.
Yeah, I think my computer.
Fellas, can you hear us?
A little bit. Go ahead and repeat yourself. I think it is just my computer.
Look like. No. The elvish guy. Does that look like Vaga at all? Like any like ancestral kind of like traits other than anything?
Give me either a nature check or a history check.
Would these both be a disadvantage as well?
Yeah.
Of course they are.
Exhaustion is terrible.
And while he's looking at that, can I inspect for dwarven? Can I inspect the room for dwarven writing? Probably especially more towards the front.
Along this thing, there is along the statue in the front. There is some iconography written there. It is in Dwarvish, but it is depicting the battle, and I guess probably the best way to describe it is it would be telling the story of a dwarven man who I'd say you'd have to get close to make it out.
I want to actually go over there to do an actual investigation.
Yeah, go ahead and move your character over there and give me an investigation check.
Okay.
I got a 4.
Yeah, they look pretty similar. I mean, that one's elvish, this one's
16.
elvish.
Pretty similar with a 4?
Mm-hmm. Like, you look at them like, yeah, they're both elves.
Okay, well, that's racist to assume anything more.
Milo, as you start reading it, you begin hearing about Mehron I think the title was Mehron the Betrayer or the Traitor, but it is telling the story of Mehron and his decision to turn against the Dwarven Council.
Hmm.
And you can tell that he was influenced by um, the halfling culture and had a deep love for the halflings and decided to denounce necromancy.
I do a religion check to figure out. Uh, my idea is like, all right, because we have two doors. I tell if like, because there's like a demon door on the north, defender of light door on the south. I try to figure out which door probably the best one we should go down.
Fair assessment.
I mean, I don't think a religion check would do you any good because you can see that one has a demon and one has Maesor.
Okay.
So I
Sorry
don't.
for asking a stupid question.
I don't think it would give you additional information, but you
Think
would
you got you on that one.
like. I don't even think there's any extra information I could give you. Like all of it is like you know who these people are at this point.
What kind of a demon?
It is very much Orcus.
But I were-
It is this. It is
Okay.
this
Is
yak skulled kind of creature with these large wings, and Milo looks really, really familiar. This depiction is very like not cartoonized is not the best word for it. It's not like a caricature of Orcus. It is like someone's best depiction of this creature, but you having seen the creature before, like you understand why this artist could not capture all of the terror that actually exists in that creature. It reminds you of him, but you know what his face looks like for real, and it is terrifying.
so this is literally Orcus and Maesor.
Yeah.
Okay. With my understanding, or can I do like a quick prayer to Maesor? As far as which one of these doors I should go through?
Sure.
Because part of like the inside go towards Orcus's door, but I want to ask
I
him.
think you.
I don't know if I have that.
you
Like,
can give
I don't know
me
what
a
type of
roll
relationship
check.
I have. Relationship
Yeah.
check? Okay.
I
Sure, what
don't
the
think
relationship
anybody
I
can
have.
give
Like,
you
I know
any
it's close, but I don't
advantage
know
or
how close.
anything. You could ask. This place is hollowed.
10.
With a 10, I would say you would just feel the weight on your back get a little bit lighter. A little attention drawn to the axe itself.
When I go towards the Orcus door.
No, as you stand still between the two.
Can I investigate the statue to see if there's any under the statue?
Anything under the statue?
Yeah.
Sure.
Like, is there a middle ground?
You
What
can
type of
try.
check? Sorry, you cut out.
Here, you can give me an investigation check if you want to like physically look around the statue. Right, that's basically what you're doing.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. 10.
I don't think you find anything with a 10.
Probably
Is the axe depicted at all in right now on this statue?
It is not.
I in the pews, see if there's any literature or like little dwarf Bibles or religion.
Give me an investigation check.
So yeah, did you say investigation?
Yes. I think I can't hear you all well, but I think you all can hear me fine, so I'm just going to pretend that I hear whatever
I
you're
cannot hear
saying.
you fine. That's why I'm
It's
asking.
breaking randomly.
Oh, no. Well, yes, investigation.
Might be a mic.
No, I think my whole computer is chopping up.
7 investigation.
Yes, I don't slash when we fight something, but we need to get our shit. Okay.
Clearly.
Uh-huh.
Well, maybe
I've
you're
rolled
getting all
nothing,
the bad rolls
so-
out right now.
That's
Well,
not.
Milo's gonna get up and like climb up on top of the statue and just stand like right in the middle, look at everybody while they're doing all their different investigation checks. It's like, all right, guys, here's my idea. Everybody pick a door, and majority rules. That's the one we go.
Give me an athletics check.
I go to the
climb
one
up
that
way.
doesn't
the
have an
statue.
evil-looking bowl.
What'd you say, Phil?
Give me athletics as you climb up on the statue.
I did. Like I'm standing like blade goes across. I'm standing right in the middle of the statue, like right
Oh,
where the blade is like
you're not
above me
climbing
almost, but
up the
behind
statue. You're just standing in the middle.
me. Yeah, pedestal between Mesor and Orcus.
Okay,
Like the little space right there in the middle where the knee of Orcus is on the ground.
sure.
Right there.
Just move him right there then.
Yeah, right where he is. There we go.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't like that. How specific those.
They really were.
I
So
dare
I
you
was
to
like,
touch
let's
it. So just to be clear, on these two doors, one of them looks kind of nice and friendly, and the other looks like a horrific, evil, like devil bull.
They look exactly the same. They are smooth.
I thought you said one looks like a demon and one looks like an.
No, the two statues do. The
Another-
doors look the same.
It's just on the side. It's on the side behind them.
Say, we have no proof that the doors are statues, but if we had to pick one, wouldn't you go with that on the side of good?
I mean, personally, I'm
And
following.
then also he does
Group
finger guns.
decision.
Goes, pew, 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 pew,
Right.
pew, pew. Right. It needed to be said. All right.
No,
yeah, I'm
I
move
was
over
gonna
to-
go.
What is this? I do not.
All
Look
right.
at
Well, I
these
guess we got a decision.
Guns.
Oh,
So you hop
I
down?
guess we made a decision. I just kind of hop, skip, and jump off, and
When you try to hop down, when you try to move to hop down from where you were,
I don't like this.
you jump down to about right here,
Nothing happened.
and yeah, Joe's right. Absolutely nothing happens. You just walk over to the door. And who opens it up?
no, I think he had a roll that he did. And I just happened to miss something.
Okay.
That checks out.
Like,
I feel like it would have been much worse had you been standing on the soil.
or like climbed
Like
up to the
the
top of
statue
Orcus.
gets advantage or something, you know?
Guys, like I said, please don't touch.
I didn't touch it. I didn't touch it up there.
I know I know he keeps saying don't touch anything. I know in this place is like, you know, at least mostly. Are there small pieces of metal laid around?
No, it is smooth. Everything is melted and
No?
part of the walls and floor. There's no
I see.
metal laying around. The pews themselves are fused with the ground.
Okay.
Let us continue on.
Who opens the door?
Someone get
All
the
right.
door.
I'm not touching it.
To the back as to us.
I can't
do
think
I,
in the
the
dark.
divine sense is not giving me anything on the door or anything.
Nope. It lasts for
Like
10
when I
minutes, so
entered
it's
this
still
room?
going.
It's 10 minutes.
Yeah, Divine
Yeah.
Sense lasts for 10
I
minutes.
read that wrong. Oh my god. Okay.
Yeah, it's
so
still
feel
going.
anything, then
If something
I'm gonna go. All
pings those things, I'll let you know. But yeah, do you open
right.
up the door, Hawk?
I'll open the door.
Awesome.
Yeah.
You see it leads into... By the way, guys, I love this Fog of War feature where you all don't get to see the whole dungeon until I reveal parts of it. I think it just adds so much to the suspense. It's fantastic.
Whoever did the dungeon did a great job too, by the way.
Yeah. We should give them credit too when time comes.
Yes.
Opens
I was
up.
gonna say.
So you open up the door. Looks like it leads into a hallway that leads further back.
And broke the wall.
Right, clearly.
I said don't touch anything. He's a ghost.
Look, here's the deal. If I just walk through the wall for realsies, though,
Yeah.
walk
Right.
through solid steel.
As soon as it opens, I'll walk in. So
Okay.
the edge of the light.
I'm gonna go back and stand on top of him, slash over him, slash squares
go.
him to try to protect him.
Yeah, I'm behind as well.
You see, it looks like it
We're
leads
walking
into a room that steps up a
slowly.
bit.
Oh.
Marches ahead. And you see in front of you, as Brahm steps inside, you see like a glittering pedestal. And around the base of this metal steel pedestal, there is these, they're almost like spikes, but the spikes are solid yellow shimmering gold. And it surrounds this pedestal that has a chest in the middle of it. And there's just gold lying around this chest in the middle. It looks like it is not just haphazardly thrown on the ground, but it looks like it is stacked and placed in like these kind of steel cylinders almost around, as though it is purposefully counted and measured. And there's like different trays that are around, like this was a treasury of some kind.
Question. If I come in corner to, how far up can we see of this room, or is this the entirety of the room itself that we have showing?
This looks like the entire room. Like you see
Okay.
where the walls are, that's where things are. I'm gonna try to line up.
Walls are all steel in here too.
There we go. Yes, all the walls are steel as well.
Okay.
Writings or anything?
Are there any writings? No, not really. There may be some around the chest, the tubes that are holding the gold, but that's about it. But it does look in
I take a tube
dwarvish.
of gold.
Okay.
Wait.
As soon as somebody tells me, I'll read it.
Oh. Through you.
Tube of gold.
Here, the gold is here. Do you want to? So you step up here. Do you step up? Sure. You step up there and you grab one of the tubes. The tube looks like it is holding It looks like it does have dwarven insignias on the side of it.
Oh. Then I first turn to Milo with the tube before I take it.
Sure. You show it to
I'll read
Milo.
it.
Milo, you see they are denominations. Like this tube that he's holding currently has exactly 250 gold pieces inside of it, right? And it seems to be measuring each strip, like they're insignia that show like how much is inside of this particular tube. It's a treasure.
Which one has the most gold in it?
There's quite a few around here.
Grabbing the rest of it.
But give me just a second here. Because also,
Like,
there's a thing on
what the hell are they doing?
tube. I need to share. I think I need to share a document with you all. Give me just a second.
Do not like this. Perhaps this is a puzzle. And there is another thing on the other door.
I want to read.
Perhaps it's a deserted bank.
It is called Mehron Vault.
I asked you earlier, it was like an ongoing, right?
You said what?
The one I asked you on Facebook, that was like an question.
Yeah, I figured this kind of looks like maybe part of what you're looking for. Let's see.
You said looking for?
I said this kind of looks like part of what you're doing here. Brom, actually, I don't have to ask you that question. I'm going to just give it to you here. Give me just a second. Because I can go into your character sheet, I believe. Sorry about this. Give me just a moment here. Brom. My computer is moving really, really slow for some reason. There we go. In a second, I might have to restart, guys, just so I can see what's going on. But for now, Brom, as you are sitting there, you feel this kind of slimy substance near your feet. And you turn around just in time to see the chest that is on this golden ridge reach out and form these, oh god darn it, form these massive teeth that
I figured
reach
it was
out
a mimic.
and roll a natural 20 to murder you. As the mimic wakes up.
Did it just roll a... Is this on the stealth? Did it just roll for stealth?
Yeah, it did
Yeah,
not
it
roll
did.
stealth well, so it did not have advantage on its attack. Oh, so it would just be a 16, because he doesn't have advantage. Well, I guess no. That's the first one it would roll, right?
It'd be 25. Yeah.
No, it's the first one it
Yeah.
would
So the
roll
first one,
then.
then the
So
second
yeah,
one.
no,
Right.
that's a natural 20.
I think that was like just a mess up.
Nah, that's gonna be damage
Yeah.
on.
That balanced it
Braum.
out though, because but then he got natural 20. Like it was a natural 1 and a natural 20.
Nah, I'm being brutal today.
Yeah, I feel
Shouldn't
like
that kind of?
Did he natural ones on the stealth?
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
He
that's
I
should
just
feel
not
like
have
he has
advantage.
2 natural ones.
But that was on his stealth. I would
Yeah.
say you just knocked him
That's a
beforehand.
double fail.
Let's do this. Let's just say
Ooh,
he
can I?
rolled a 16. Does
If
16
it-
hit
if-
your armor
so if that's
class?
alright,
Okay.
Does 16 hit your armor class, Braum?
My armor
I'll
class
see
is
Can I
17.
use my
so he
reaction?
misses.
Damn, can I use my reaction?
You did not see this either. Well, I guess he rolled a natural 1, so everybody saw him. Let's just roll initiative. Let's
Can I
do
use
that.
my reaction?
No.
Damn, can I use my reaction to cast
Nope.
warding? To do warding?
Not yet. You're going to start off right now. Everybody, click on your characters and roll
Oh.
initiative.
Okay, wait. So what? Really fast, just to clarify, what far?
What
You
so
tried to
basically,
stealth-attack
as you
me and
stepped
missed?
across the Golden Ridge, this thing opened its
Uh-huh.
mouth and tried to attack you, but it moved so slowly that everybody saw it and gave you fair warning. But it's right next to you, and it chomped down and misses by a hair's breadth. And then we roll initiative. That's what has happened so far.
For me. Thanks, DM.
You're welcome. Now, let's just see how well you survive
For
being this
not
close to a
murdering
mimic.
me with.
If he did
What's a
not
mimic?
roll so bad
Mimic?
on his stealth check, then it would have been a very different story. But
Yeah.
he rolled so bad on his stealth check. I can't like I can't take away how bad that stealth check was for this gosh darn mimic who has a +5 to stealth. But
My warding
So in
flame
theory,
isn't for
whatever
me,
the
use it for him.
He can just sit
I would say
quietly
your
in
water
this
flame was
room
not-
and never do anything.
It doesn't. It does use it for Bra.
yeah.
That it's 6th level.
So whatever this creature in here is sleeping for millennia,
Yeah.
I would say at least
my
well,
character never died.
I would say a couple hundred years, but I don't think it's been. Well, I will not say. That is where we are right now. So everybody got their initiative in chat. I am going to. Ooh, I get to change the music now. But before I do that, I am going to have initiative order.
Like battle music every time we're going into initiative. Like that just signals
Oh, it's
initiative.
mimic
you know?
first.
Damn,
Dun 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 dun
that
dun.
would be the best. I'm telling you, man. If we just break a week on
It
nice,
wouldn't take that long. It would take a day.
I'm just saying. But could you imagine a week's worth of brainstorming?
It really just
Damn.
I need other people to handle all of the things. Like there's so many
Oh.
things that I have to think about. If I could just DM while other people were doing, like if I had one dude who wasn't
The
playing
music or
and he was just running all of the streams, those screens and the music and all that stuff, it would be the best.
If only you had someone
I'll buy a
living with you
soundboard.
at your house all the time.
Yeah, who is willing
Well,
to
I can
take
buy
the
a
time to do
soundboard.
that.
My computer that I build is probably good enough to run the stream and participate.
I mean, that would be great. I'm just saying. It just but like the amount of stuff, because you wouldn't be able to play in the game because I would have to you wouldn't know that this mimic was here if you were playing in the game, right? So
yeah,
Mm,
you'd have to be
never
able
mind.
to
I
be
like that much
inside.
less, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But it's actually the mimic first. He rolled apparently higher initiative than all of you.
I hit this
So
whole
the mimic is
initiative.
going to bite at Brom again and do his best to murder him.
It's a murder box.
Let's see what he attacks with then, shall we?
That's a 9. That's a miss. Nope.
Random. Would any of us have ever
Encountered a mimic before? Probably not.
Yeah. Okay. As I'm all of this turn, I just want to watch this moves.
It barely
Like
does.
if it has the ability to move on its own.
It barely does. It kind of slinks a little bit.
Okay.
Hog, you're up. And then while Hog is going, I will try to change the music.
Ooh, I would love to see Hog move into attack range.
As would I. Choo! I'm gonna see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is 5 spaces. I've got 30 movement.
Flank
So
'em.
could I move here, fellas? What's your rule on that?
Yeah, you can move there. Now remember, we changed flanking so that it gives you a +2, not advantage.
That's fine.
But
So
it
just
will
to
give you a
clarify, do we
+2.
add that? Is there a way? Is there a way for us to add that in just for our own? Like, is there like something to adjust? Just manually add that onto our rolls.
Nah, you'd have to make a new attack thing saying, hey, do this. This is me attacking. This is me attacking with
Okay.
flanking. But right now you can
So in
just
theory,
in your brain do it.
I'm gonna
Theory,
roll the
yes,
hit.
but right now, oh wow,
So that's an
18.
18.
16 plus 2.
that hits.
18. Okay, I will roll for damage.
Oh,
Yeah, boy.
Jeez.
All right.
So you cut into this thing pretty heartily, but as you do, your glaive stops, and as you try to pull it out, it's stuck. As the material of this
Okay.
creature begins wrapping around your glaive and reforming, you are it's stuck pretty deep inside of the creature.
Okay.
Mm.
Now we'll say, just in case, I have 10 range for hit, not 5.
Yeah.
So it being pretty deep, I feel like puts me at 5 range. Like I'm not being pulled in by this monster as much as I would if I had a shorter weapon.
Well, one, you moved right up next to it to get the flanking bonus, so you are close. You'd have to be at 10 feet to not be
Correct.
close, but right now, yeah, no, you are stuck.
Okay. And now, could I flank if I were to use the 10 range? Or that wouldn't count as flanking?
You would not.
The attack's
Well,
coming from the same direction.
my guess is it doesn't make sense for it not to be flanking if you didn't step back, but I feel like
Okay.
it's
Not that there's room
still.
anyway.
I feel like it
All
would
right,
still count, but
Yeah.
right now, either way, your weapon is still stuck. So you can
Yeah.
be close or you can be
Cool.
here, but either way, the weapon is still stuck in the creature.
Okay.
Brom,
I mean, that's a wall, though, right? Like in theory.
oh
Oh,
yeah,
that's-
no, you're right.
That's a wall, right? I can't be
Yeah,
there.
so
Yeah,
you
that's a
can't
wall.
be there. You're right there. You're right. Brom, yeah,
I hit
you
with a
can
non-nat 20 and then do 6 damage.
Sweet. You hit into the creature. Your shield as well gets stuck.
Sure. Okay.
Everything latching onto this thing. This thing is full of some weird sticky membrane, and every time you all hit the creature, it sticks on. And as it punches in, it feels much. You expect it to be like wood, but it slinks in, and it's like gelatinous almost. It's nasty.
I'll
Vaga.
shout to our 2 spellcasters behind us in initiative and say, weapons are stuck. Be careful.
I'm gonna come over here then, and I'm going.
Wait,
to...
really fast. Can I be clear? If I release, I'm not holding on to that. To be clear with you.
You can.
I do. I mean, if they're gonna shoot it with a spell, I'm not holding on to it.
Sure, you can pull your arm out and pull it back.
I do that.
Sacred Flame.
I'm casting a Sacred Flame, so I pull Radiant Flames down upon the Mimic. A DC 12 Dex save.
Fail. So he takes
Seems to
4
have
points
failed.
of radiant damage.
He takes 4.
Yeah, that's
double?
what I said. 4 points of radiant damage. Right?
That's 4
okay.
points. Yeah.
Your voice cuts out every.
Sorry. Milo, your go.
Seeing this thing like absorbing everything, I'm gonna cut around to the side here. I'm gonna step back though. I don't want to be right up on it.
Sure.
And realizing that I have to watch what I do and how I do it, we are going to do. I'm sorry, where to go? I'm gonna cast Phantasmal Force on it.
Okay.
I want to believe that its mouth and tongue are on fire.
Sure. Needs to make a... Is it intelligence or wisdom save?
Checking on now. Apologize. Intelligence of 12.
Intelligence, DC 12. Let's see how smart a mimic is.
I assume. Barely.
Apparently
Are
fairly
you serious?
smart.
Are you serious?
You see its
This
tongue
weird
whip
Terminator
around
2
inside of his
chat
body.
that-
It's really bad. It has... If you look at the roll, it rolled an 18. Actually is what it rolled. But...
I wish my saves were that high, or my skills were that high before modifiers.
Right.
It's... No, you don't. It's... Well, yeah, your rolls actually... It would be great if your rolls were that high. But
Yeah,
no,
I want the rolls
his
that
tongue
high.
flips around a bit. And it's going to turn this time and try to bite a hog. Because, well... Yeah, I don't know.
He did more
gonna
damage
roll-
and, just randomly stabbed him in the back.
Yeah, I think he's going to try to do hog. What I'm going to do is I'm going to roll a
Me too.
d4. And if it's a 1, he attacks Brahm because he was already nomming on him. But the other 3, he's going to attack hog.
Okay.
Cool. So now, he turns to attack hog. And he is going to... Because your weapon is inside of him, he's going to pull it towards him to kind of take you off balance and use its grappler feet to get advantage on its bite attack. It's 21 to hit.
Jesus.
I'm pretty sure that hits.
Yeah, it does.
For 6 piercing damage and 6 acid damage as the teeth clamp onto you. So 12 damage total.
And will I have noticed the acid poison?
It does not seem like poison. It is literally eating through his whale plate armor. It is
Okay.
acidic.
Okay.
Hog, though, this thing is on you, but it's your go.
It's got force. It's holding on to my weapon. Can I feel that this thing is heavy?
Yeah, it is really heavy.
Okay, so I'm not gonna be able to like lift it and slam it down or something.
You could try. It would be really high check.
Well,
And now also that it has bit
It's
you and made contact, the teeth around it seem to be sticky and holding on to you as well.
I'm having a bit of a conceptual logic problem here. Like, if me attacking it, doing damage to it, is me stabbing it, and yet now it is in a perpetual stabbed state, sort of, like with my weapon inside it, can I still attack it? Like,
would it not take passive damage from his glaive that's dug into him?
No, doesn't look like that's what's happening. Mimic is so basically a mimic is kind of like an
already
ooze,
stabbing it. So
right?
how do I?
So you would, in order to attack it again, right now your weapon is stuck inside of the creature. You would have to pull your weapon out to make another attack.
But by touching it, you could possibly stick yourself. Be stuck to it with whatever you touch.
Well, he's already pretty stuck to the thing because its teeth are stuck in him. So that's not a concern. But you, in order to get your weapon out, you would have to take an action to pull the weapon out. It's an athletics check.
Right, and then if I fail that check, then I do nothing on my turn, and we need to kill this thing.
I mean, yeah.
So I'm going to let go of my my glaive.
Okay.
And pull out. Just a second. I'm pretty sure I have. Yes, 2 weapon fighting. I'm gonna pull out 2 javelins because I have a pack of javelins.
Oh yeah,
sweet.
And the ones that we took from the.
And I do have 2 weapon fighting, so if I have the action to do that, I'm going to let go of the one weapon, take out 2 javelins, and try and stab it with these 2.
Sure.
Slightly more expendable.
Do you have 2 weapon
weapons.
fighting? You took 2 weapon fighting as your fighting style?
Well,
I think everyone has the ability to fight with 2 weapons. So if it's on your character sheet, that just means you can fight with 2 weapons. But I don't think your fighting style is 2 weapons. I think you took Great Weapon as your fighting style.
I did take Great Weapon. That's a good call.
But
Okay,
you
but I
can't
still can
attack
use
with
2
the 2 weapons. You will use your action
then I'll
to
go-
attack with 1 javelin, one-handed,
Okay.
and then your bonus action can be used to attack with the second one.
All right, let me make those rolls real quick. I'm gonna click javelin once. That was the main hand, I guess. And I'll roll
So that'd be a
again.
10 to hit, by the way,
Correct.
because we get
right.
+2 for
A
flanking,
10.
It would
10
Yeah.
is still insufficient.
and then a 19.
But a
It is
19 definitely hits.
insufficient.
Damn it.
Okay, and then the
But
17
the offhand
would be
attack
But 19.
does not add your strength modifier. It is just the dice roll. That's the downside to.
So it'd be a 12 plus 2,
okay,
so 14.
So no, it's
Plus
to
3.
damage. So go ahead and roll the damage, and then subtract
it would
your
normally
strength
be plus 3
modifier.
piercing. So, okay,
Oh, I see.
so 3 damage.
3 damage, yeah. So your offhand, basically, you can do you hit the same because you're proficient with it, but your damage is less because it's your offhand. So you do 3 points of damage to it.
Does that one get stuck? The one that doesn't hit?
The one that does not hit does not get stuck because you miss it.
Okay.
But the one that does hit does 3 points of damage. Are you putting any smite or anything into it, or are you just gonna hit it with that?
I don't like how much damage this thing did to me already. So
How does
yeah,
it look, by the way? Does it look like it's taking a beating at all, or is it just absorbing whatever? And
It looks still okay, guys.
I'm gonna do a divine smite. 1 spell slot, 2d8. Yeah, okay. Let me roll those real quick.
Sure.
God, I'm so bad at these tabs. Nope, it's not even in spells. It's over here.
I think you will have to just manually roll the 2d8.
I
Using
will
the
have
roll.
to manually roll. All right, makes sense. 2d8.
And then Brahm, you're up.
Oop.
Jeez,
Alright,
those
11.
are good rolls. Now he looks
Well.
like he's hurting.
Excellent. So I would like to use, because it's the next turn after I lost my shield, I used my bonus action to just have my shield back.
So go ahead and describe what that looks like, because this is the first time I think they've
Excellent.
seen that.
Oh, it is. So you see half of my shield just sticking. I guess at this point it's probably sticking really close to Hog's face, I assume.
Mm-hmm.
And it kind of, I think it just kind of like, say like light, like turns like almost transparent, like kind of like flickers and disappears out of the creature. I feel like is what I imagine it. And it's back on my arm. It kind of like a Star Trek like beam me up Scotty kind of look. It phases out of the creature and then it's back on my arm. And then I'm gonna smack him and boop him again.
Go for it.
So we go boop
Wow.
with a 24.
Hey,
Oh, that was
26,
so close.
actually.
Damn
It's
it.
a 26.
Oh yeah, it's a
Yeah.
26. I assume that still doesn't get a crit because it wasn't a nat 20.
It does not, but you hit it good.
Is there, just question, like, is there a number that would, like, is a natural crit other than a 20? Like, if you hit, like, a 35 to hit,
Nope.
is that crit?
And I say that because
That's
there are
unfortunate.
monsters that can swing and hit for 35. And you don't want to be on the receiving end if they would crit every time.
That makes sense, okay.
There are abilities. Some classes can also
Worth like
crit on
19.
Yeah, they
It
crit on
will- it
19.
will-
Champion fighters is it. But
It's
you
like
do
all
bash
these
into
martial
this
arts.
thing again.
Yeah, it's a healthy
And
bash.
now he looks like
For 5.
like you lodge it back into where its teeth and this tongue that's lolling out. You cram it back into the thing, and you all just see like these sparks, almost like these light shimmering, almost gems that are just glowing in the sky as this shield reappears in Brahm's hand and he crashes it back into the creature.
And then I let go again. And pull
And
back.
then let go
that's
again.
it.
Yep.
that's bad.
Vaga, you're up.
If I saw him
Oh.
make the sacrifice of letting go of his weapon, so I let go of mine, and then he's like, I magically get it back, and I'm like thinking about my weapon, like, wow. Maybe I wouldn't have jumped on this bandwagon if I knew that he could do that. But
I'm gonna,
That is very true.
yeah,
I'm gonna cast Guiding Bolt.
14.
It's a 14 to hit.
Hits.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
Man.
12,
Nice.
12 radiant damage.
Jeez. You hit him pretty heavy, and now it's like the teeth are just kind of lulled and gnawing on Brahm a little bit. I mean, not Brahm, on Hog a little bit, but it looks very weak. Like you took a huge blast out of it, and now this like glowing light is shining on the outside of this oozing mass of teeth and eyes, and it is much clearer and easier to hit. I say as it becomes Milo's turn.
So do I have advantage?
Yeah.
You
so,
have advantage.
So the next,
Because of-
the next attack
Nice.
roll gets advantage.
So I sit there and I'm looking at it. It's looking woozy after Vaga, and I yell over. I like jump up and down. Vaga, tag me in! It's my turn. Like I'm having fun with this now because like I haven't had a good fight in a long time, and I've been.
It
getting
is on the Hog's arm. Just bastard delay.
it's on my arm.
And it's just
And Hog
the teeth are just like
nasty.
gnawing and gnawing. And yeah, I mean, you
And
need to
just
do damage to this
like
thing right
angry,
now.
cranky, sleepy, angry eyes. Just it.
Like the worst side eye you've ever seen in your life comes from Hog right now.
Yes.
As you're taunting and he's being eaten.
He is being
So
consumed.
for flair,
Uh-huh.
and in honor of my little brother, I do this. Boy, Eldritch Blast.
Go ahead. Give me a roll with Eldritch Blast with advantage.
If you still miss this
You
thing, I
old
swear.
mimic looking
16.
look like a crusty
Okay.
little 16 hits.
For 2 points.
Oh, all that talk and then 2 points of damage.
I know, right?
That's so bad because that's not enough to finish off the creature. And so he does get to take another bite out of the hog.
I could just see Hog's face looking at me right now,
Just
like,
pissed.
for real,
Bruh.
for real.
Bruh.
Does he decide to turn around and bite me again after he saw me like pull my shield out of him? Does he think
he lodged
maybe-
onto him right now, and he did a smite last turn. This dude is hurting him a lot. He gonna bite him. He
I
gonna
tried
bite
hard.
him a lot.
you gonna try?
He has advantage. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah, I could see that pan, Trev. Just pans
Yeah,
over.
like
It's
pans
like,
to Brom.
really?
Brom's like, get it, and then it pans
Right.
to you, like, all right, time. And it pans to Joe, and he's like, it's
Oh,
still hot.
advantage
It pans
gives it
to
an
me, and I'm just
18
like,
to hit.
ah.
Oh,
All getting class name, change your arm classes a 19 to hit.
Yeah, 18 hits.
9
Oh,
piercing
fuck.
damage and 4 acid damage.
That's great. That's super, super duper my favorite number that I really wanted to happen.
Yeah, it does 13 damage to Hog. It's just kind of, the teeth just kind of...
You know we're level 3, right?
I do. That's why there's only one
Okay,
mimic
okay.
in this room. That you all know of!
wait a minute. Pause. Pineapples. Pause. I just remembered. I can bonus action attack him.
No,
Too
you
late!
can't.
Why not?
You don't have a bonus action attack.
I have 2-weapon fighting.
You shot an Eldritch Blast.
So when I get a second Eldritch Blast?
No.
No.
If you have weapons,
Two-weapon
then it's
fighting
2-weapon
is
fighting.
2 weapons fighting.
And then, oh hey.
No, I just figured 1 attack, 2 attack. You know what I mean?
No.
But okay.
That's
I'm
something
just
you get at
asking.
level 5. Nope. Hog,
Raymond's
but it
like,
is
I
your
have a
turn.
weapon.
You still have 1 free
Yay.
javelin.
I was trying to help Hog. I was.
Great. I still have 1 free javelin. I'm just gonna pull out another javelin. I'm just gonna fucking try and stab him again.
Go for it!
That's why I got
You're not
5 of
down,
these
are you?
bad boys.
Hog,
I'm sorry. Say again. What, Kyle?
you're not down, are you? I can't see your health anymore.
Down? No, I'm
Oh.
bleeding all over though. But
that
no,
checks
I'm
out.
not down. All right, javelin. First one.
21.
That hits.
Second one.
Give me damage
Wait,
on the
actually,
first
I'll roll
one
the damage.
first.
I'll do the damage on the first one. 4. And I'm gonna roll the second javelin.
That is enough.
14 plus
16.
2.
No, no.
Enough?
Got it,
Second
go
is
after.
unnecessary. 4 is enough. He had 4 hit points left.
But I want to roll it just to see.
Sure. You stab right into the thing.
And it was an 8.
Minus
Get
4
back.
and then minus 8. Done. So you take, like, you look at at Milo, who kind of just, like, pew, and it just kind of bounced off the side of it, and you're just like, oh, as this thing is biting onto your arm, and you just shove these 2 javelins into it, and it falls limp at your feet, and you all are out of
Get the weapon
initiative
back?
order. No, all your weapons are
Uh,
very much so stuck inside of this thing right now.
Spin back.
The healer's doing.
Can I loot the mimic? Like, can I take anything from it, or is it gonna be stuck?
Everything's pretty stuck inside this thing. You could try.
Nah, pass. I just do.
Running up to Hog. That's
So with
I feel
my
like Hog is
ability
a
and
paladin. He
alchemy,
should have lay on hands,
you can
right?
you can,
Can I-
cast
do.
Cure Wounds to heal Hog if you like.
But
question, with
Yeah.
my ability with alchemy, would I know something that could dissolve it? Like, could I use some of the alcohol on me to dissolve and burn it?
Give me an alchemy check.
I
Yeah,
heal
get
for
your alchemy
7
skills.
whole points.
Hey, that's more than you had.
7. 7?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Awesome. Great. Yes. Amazing.
Hang on.
A 9.
I count my wisdom for the first one.
Did we? I probably. Man, I should have. I could have sworn we got point. Or no?
At a 9.
No, that should be 9. Trevor. didn't count my wisdom mod for the first one.
Okay. I will
I
add-
thought Milo had traded some poison potions that bought us some health potions.
Because I could use my.
Yeah, I
wisdom
thought
hand,
so,
but
too.
I'd rather save it. But,
Well, they're
I mean,
probably on
He just
your.
healed you all some. And
No, I didn't give them to me.
I mean, he healed me 9, but I'm still bloodied. So
Yeah,
I didn't keep them. I thought I gave them to you all.
I'm not keeping track of you all stuff.
No, I'm saying I know I didn't write it in. I didn't put the me
not right.
and poison.
if I got a health potion, I would have written it down for sure. But
You
Healer's
also,
kit.
Milo, you have no idea what effect pouring alcohol would have on this thing.
I'm gonna pour alcohol on there.
Okay.
I'm gonna pour a bottle of gin on it, and I'm gonna ask Vaga to light it on fire.
Give me a D100,
wait,
please.
before you do,
Or
I beckon over to like what kind of alcohol is it?
gin.
Gin.
Yeah.
I grab the alcohol, I grab the gin, and I just take one swig, and then I give it back to you.
Well done. And actually, no, I've got tinder box. I'll just light it on fire myself.
Cool.
You have what?
I have a tinder box. So after I pour the bottle of gin, he takes a swig. I pour the rest of the gin on it, and I light it on fire.
Okay.
Lighting hog on fire.
As you,
No,
because the
Henry,
thing
what-
is still very much so connected to Hog.
Oh, is it?
Right. Let me do my due diligence to getting my javelin, my favorite, like my glaive.
You're like everything
I can
is
leave
stuck
it back.
inside of this thing. If you want to try it, before you are
My
trying
point
to
was
pull
still
things
to
out,
get stuff out.
Milo, you were trying to help to get this stuff out, and you just,
Yeah.
because that's what you did, you poured alcohol on the creature.
Mm-hmm.
And as you do, could you give me a D100? And just roll higher than 30, please.
Statistically, the odds are in your favor.
72.
Excellent. You see that the creature, as you pour the alcohol on it, starts to like consume the alcohol and move a little bit more. But then it and melts kind of off everyone and melts off all of the weapons and stuff. So you all are free to move around.
Yay!
Was there anything that it may have eaten in the past that's still there in its body that we can eat?
You can, once you look at it as things have melted away, you can see there is a lot more gold inside of the creature.
Yes.
And you
So
all
how much
deal
gold
in a
is in this room
silver
as a whole?
economy. So now the things are not attacking you. There is about, I would say about 2,000 gold pieces.
Motherfucker.
Oh,
So like 500 apiece?
yeah. 500 gold apiece.
The gold is heavy. And I'm going to say it has not been 10 minutes yet. Brahm, you can very much so tell that this gold is very unhollowed.
Not brown.
Yeah,
Hog.
hog
Hog, right?
Yeah.
The divine sense.
first.
Unfortunately, you happened to put on the divine sense before you walked in here. But yes, it is very unhollowed
Right.
gold.
Will this be the same divine sense that didn't warn me of this giant man-eating treasure chest, or?
It would be, yes, because the treasure chest is
Okay,
not
okay.
demonic or anything. It's not undead or a celestial or a fiend.
That's
It's just
true.
a hungry thing.
Okay. So then I don't know.
Guys, I don't like the look of this money. I don't like the feel of it.
Vaga, can you purify this money? You can purify other things.
Oh,
It is out of my expertise.
I can purify food and drink, but can I purify money?
No.
Can he try to
Does
adapt
anyone
it?
want to give me like a religion or arcana check to see what will be required?
Absolutely.
Somebody who's
Sure,
not
I'll
at
do that at
disadvantage.
disadvantage.
I'm not at disadvantage either. I guess if two of us are doing it.
Can we give advantage on it?
Sure. If you want to give advantage to Hog, who does not have exhaustion right now,
Yes.
that's probably the best way to go about it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Done.
I'll roll. Wait, let me click on advantage, and I'll roll religion.
14.
14. It's close. You're not sure exactly what would be required, but you're pretty sure it would require a purification of some kind. But you think that purification would be ritualistic and probably have to be done like by a high priest. You don't think you would have the ability to do it.
Okay, so here's my
But
question.
you don't know
Guys, I
exactly
can't
what
carry.
would do it, but you're pretty sure that it's outside of your power right now.
Everyone, money would be quite a gift if we were to make it out here alive. But to be honest, I don't know if this particular batch of coins is worth it.
Can
And-
anybody carry it? Because I'm clearly like, I'm not listening to Hug whatsoever right now. I'm not going to lie. I turned straight to Brom. So,
I'm
Brom,
not
big guy.
carrying any of this money.
It feels
Is-
like it's very
Look,
like. I would say you probably would know that if you brought priests here, it's possible that you could purify it and then bring it out. But you're pretty sure if you tried to take this out yourself right now, like once this unhollow would leave this very hollowed place, it would be it would probably be bad news.
We'd all.
I'm gonna say a 14 is high enough for you to tell that it is the hollowing of this place that is keeping this gold from being dangerous.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I relay that message to everyone. And
Nothing about this room is good. We should go.
I agree.
Very
Both
cranky.
things about this room
All right.
are pretty fucked up, to be honest, guys. And even look, the money is not our priority right now. We have to focus on surviving. So, if I see Brahm walking out, I'm gonna gather up my weapons. So can I get those javelins back? All the weapons are out of the.
Yes.
Dude. Okay, cool. I'll put those back on, and I'll follow Brahm.
Okay. Go ahead and move your characters to where you'd like to be.
You know what? Actually, I'm gonna use my long hands on myself as well. Let me use 10. So I'll mark that down as we're talking.
Okay.
Let's do that.
At this point, I want to
Alright.
do a time check before we open up the next door. I am clear to keep going for a while. Is everybody else?
Yeah.
For another
I could go-
hour.
I-
If we go through this door, how long? Like,
I have no idea. You all are crazy.
I can.
If you want to call it another
Or-
hour, I can keep it going for another hour. I know I have enough to do that.
Yeah, I can't go much longer than another hour.
Okay. You want to just call it at 6 then, and go from here till then?
Sure. If everyone else is down.
Okay, we'll call it at 6. You all head over to the other door. Do you all want to take a quick 5-minute break before we open up this door?
Yes, actually.
Let's do that then.
I will be right back.
Everybody take 5 as we
My hit
begin
point.
to dive deeper into the dangerous depths of Mehron's vault.
Oh, we stopping audio?
You don't have to.
Okay.
just
Okay, I'm muting and turning my video off. I'll be back.
Sounds good. We'll be back momentarily. Oof. This is fun. All right, everybody back. No, it doesn't seem like it.
Another doodle I had.
Momoism. Oof. Hog Milo, you back? Nah, probably not yet. That's okay.
Yeah. Sorry.
Got you. Hog, are you just there
There
and
we
muted and don't?
Sorry, I had to unmute my audio. Trying to figure out how I did it before.
This is like my favorite
Just
so
so you
far.
all know, Fellies, are you talking?
I am
It
now.
was.
Can you all hear me?
I can.
Okay. I mean, okay.
Yep, I hear nobody talking right now.
Talk,
Oh,
talk,
you
talk,
definitely.
talk.
Single
Wah, wah,
person.
wah.
Uh-oh.
Talk, talk, talk. Test, test, test. Ray, Ray.
Grab on.
You might have to disconnect, reconnect, but he can't hear.
I can put it in the chat.
Hello.
Test,
can
test.
hear you.
Talk, talk. Can you hear us?
Can you hear us?
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I think he's gonna try to disconnect, reconnect. My computer's really hot right now. I don't know what's going on.
Uh-oh.
Looking out.
Is it a desktop with a computer tower?
It's a laptop. It's
Oh,
doing the
okay.
same thing that it's always done. It's blowing its
Is it-
fan as hard as it can.
Okay. Hmm.
Who did our support used to be? I don't remember.
You all have no support. It's just the Crag.
I'm unmuted. I meant TSM support because
I'm-
they're about to load into the second match of the season right now. So
I was just stupid. I had turned my volume down on my headset, thinking it was gonna mute myself. Don't give me that look. Don't give me that look.
Yeah.
Yeah, I needed that one. Thank you. I deserve the pat. I deserve the
Pat,
pat.
pat, pat.
Okay, I'm here officially.
All right.
Cool.
501,
Turn
we're
your
all-
video back
Oh,
on
sorry.
so that things line back up. There we go. There we go.
Oh.
Sorry, guys. As a reminder, like my energy level has nothing to do with like I am so invested in this. I'm just also, I just don't want my tired to get mistaken for bored or something.
You're good, bro.
You fine. It's
We
like
understand.
really late. Well, early.
Right. It's like extra early for
Yeah,
you in the morning.
I always take a nap beforehand, so, but
I wish I could mail you the rest of this nitro cold brews thing that I have.
I think you should just stop drinking your nitro cold brew thing you have.
Don't worry. It's not like it's gonna make the next room be full of a mimic that's gonna try to kill you.
No, that was already there.
Oh yeah, you're
uh-oh.
right.
I
So,
was like, did I say that out loud? Okay,
Right.
everybody ready to open up the door?
let's do it.
All right, let's hop back in. So we find our adventurers back inside of Mehron's vault, and they are about to try the northern door. Who's gonna open it?
I'll open it.
Cool. Brahm, as
Do you want to clear out initiative order?
Oh
Just
yeah,
in
sure.
case?
Y'all are not. Why would you need that?
Oh no. Oh, can you guys hear me?
Let's start.
Yeah,
I
we
can
hear
hear
you.
We can hear
Okay.
you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, there's
well,
no
good
danger
then.
there. All right.
Everyone froze for a second, but we're good.
So as Brahm opens up the door, it looks as though it leads to another hallway that has a similar set of stairs at the end. Brahm, you want to move yourself down? Awesome. And you enter this room, and as you look around, Brahm, this is the jackpot. There are racks of metal
Not jackpot.
spears and swords around you. There are shields that line the walls. There are suits of armor in the corners. There are crates that look like they're full of darts and bolts. This is quite clearly an armory. And above the armory, there are decorations on the walls. Looks like decorations of dwarves. And there is one decoration of what looks like a giant that has one eye on the wall.
So like a
probably around
cyclops?
here. Like a cyclops, yeah. That's on the, I'm going to say, if I hit my select, about right here on the wall. But there are racks that go up this wall as well. But it is packed tits to teeth with weapons.
I like that phrasing.
I don't like that at all. I look to Hog. Because I assume this is maybe still within 10 minutes to know if this is
Yeah.
hollowed or unhollowed.
Yeah, because I'll show was like, because I'm mad right now because that we didn't take any of his gold because of his divine sense. So I try to look at him too, and I'm like, so can we not touch this either? Like, I mean,
Deeply cursed.
Do you know that axe you have on your back, Milo?
Not that cursed.
I'd say
Probably hush.
this is in that territory of.
of course it is, because nothing that's nice in a nice little empty dungeon could ever be good. You know what? Whatever. All right, I take your word for it. I told you I had to believe you. So I started looking for dwarven runes at that point.
I'm gonna go with don't touch anything still.
Sure.
Fine.
On the wall,
Hey guys, just
you can see there's probably
check.
some runes
Sorry,
beneath.
it says my connection to the my connection to the server on Roll20 is interrupted. But do you guys see Hog moving?
You're in the center of the room. You're not in the room. You're at the door.
Back.
I'm moving Hog around. You guys don't see it?
No, probably not until you place it.
I placed it and clicked off. No, I don't see it. All right, well.
No.
You might have to restart.
I'll do a restart of Roll20. All right. Anyway, Valizer, you can continue.
Sure, I can move you into the room a little bit for everyone. Milo, you would see there are some rooms.
I like.
Do you want to give an investigation check, Milo?
Yeah, if you don't mind.
Okay. Go ahead.
Hey, Pellies, before anything else happens, because I do have a spear as well, I ready in action to throw a spear at anything that moves that's not one of us. Just to be clear.
18.
18. As you look around, you can see that the walls are not just carved with dwarven runes. This is dwarven arcana. There is magic in the walls of this room, and as you're reading it, it seems like it is abjuration and transmutation magic that seems to line the walls of the room. As you do that, you would see in the corners of the room several of the suits of armor begin to ambulate and move. And as soon as they do, Brom, your triggered action goes off. Go ahead and give me an attack roll.
Nat 20,
Come
bitches!
on, guys!
Nice.
Nat
Well
20.
deserved.
Who the fuck moved first?
Yes.
So we're gonna say everybody can roll initiative, but you get that attack first.
Oh yeah. Do I get to pick who it is after I see how many there are and stuff, and who's close?
I'm gonna say it's the one that's closest to you. That one that I just dropped.
Okay.
Oh God.
Thanks for reminding me about those hog.
Yeah.
Horrible.
Maybe when we
for
kill
once-
something, the curse leaves it.
For once, I would like to be worth something in a fight. As the Reckoning, I have been in every fight we've
I
been
still don't know what the reckoning is, to be honest with you. Yeah, just
in.
reckon
Oh my
something.
God. Right, clearly.
Just reckon something, you know.
I'm trying to
Just
channel
reckon
Ralph here.
it!
I'm trying to channel my inner Wreck-It Ralph, and it's just not coming out right.
Milo, you
I'm gonna
didn't.
reckon it.
Oh, wait.
Raymond, yours did not
Well,
show up inside of the. No, yours did.
Oh,
Who's missing
Trevor's
right now?
didn't. No, it's
Hog.
Trevor.
It's Hog who's didn't show up in the
Trevor.
initiative
I
tracker.
am bad, and that is good.
And I'm alright with being bad. Thank you. Thank you.
Oh,
There we go. There we go, Hog. Oh, that's not Hog. Fuck. Is that the guy closest to me, to be clear?
that's all of them.
Oh, I guess that's them as a whole. That was a
yeah.
dumb question. Ignore me.
Hog, once you get back in there, I can roll initiative for you if you like.
My no, that was I don't think that was a I think that was just my bad at forgetting. Let me click on him. Boop. That should go through.
Awesome.
Wow. Hey.
So first up is surprisingly Braum. Braum, you, as soon as this thing ambulates, your spear goes off. You do. Go ahead and click on. You did 17 points of damage, right? No. Click on your
I did
natural
11
20.
points of damage. I did.
Wait, what's showing
It's
up
the new
here?
thing in the chat.
Oh, there we go. Yep.
So,
you
I did my initiative. I
crash
just did
into
11
this
points.
thing and do 11 points of damage with your held action.
Yes.
It crashes into it and it almost breaks apart, but it's still good. But it is your turn now as well.
That one.
Bash him with a shield, and apparently I was thrown off balance because that's a net 1.
Yeah, you haven't thrown a spear in a while, so you were like, "Oh, that was sweet," and then you try to hit it with your shield, and you're like, "Wait a minute, no, hold on, different weight, different everything." But you do blast this.
Well, sorry, guys.
You hit it with the spear pretty good. If my controller will work, it is their turn. Milo, you were investigating. I think 2 of them are going to be on you, buddy.
Probably.
And then this one's going to flank with Hallgrim.
Oh, there's 4.
Yeah, there
Shit.
are 4.
Yeah.
So what had happened was I had clicked on my character, which pulls up, like, you know, all the little stats, and that 4th one had been hiding behind my, like,
The stats?
settings button. Yeah. So all of a sudden I was like, and this one? And I'm like, what one?
No!
Comes floating out of the abyss.
That javelin roll be higher. Crit. 11.
What?
No, he did 11.
You
He did a 7
yeah,
plus
he did
4.
11, but isn't that supposed to be doubled or something?
The 11 is doubled. It added a 7 plus a 4 to get 11.
So he did 11.
My improvised weapon is only 1d6 plus 3, so unfortunately it doesn't do
Javelin is-
11 damage.
Hold on. I think you're right. I'm looking at it here. No, what it
D6
did is
plus
it did
3.
1d6 plus 3 plus 1d6. So it is 11. The first die roll was a 4. 4 plus 3 is 7, plus 4 is 11.
Okay.
So it doesn't just double the first die.
yeah,
it's
just make-
literally rolling a second one.
It rolled a second one, a second dice off afterwards, which makes sense.
Gotcha.
And that 11 like hurt it.
Yeah, it hurt it pretty bad. But it is their turn now, and they rolled high in initiative, so they will try to hurt you all a lot. Braum, they're on either side of you, buddy. I'm sorry.
Oh, that's
Braum-
Hog.
Oh yeah, you're right. No, it is Hog. Sorry, Hog.
I would like to impose disadvantage on one of them.
It'll probably be the one to the north.
How does that work?
And-
Yeah,
yeah,
like
you
can I
use your
just
reaction
can I impose
to-
disadvantage on both?
No, your reaction will be on one of them. But if you give him disadvantage, I'm just going to have him roll with disadvantage against Braum.
shove-
He's still going to get his plus
shoving is an
2
action you can-
for his flanking, but he will have disadvantage on the attack. So the northern one,
Fuck.
15 is the lower one, plus 2 is 17?
Oh, that's attack. Oh.
Because he got disadvantage, but
Yeah, that hits.
17 is a hit, yeah. So
Yep. It's. Wow.
God damn it! I'm sorry, Hog.
5 points of bludgeoning damage,
Okay.
and then the one below is going to attack. He does not have advantage, he's just rolling normal now. I think flanking is plus 2 is a much better roll. Oh, that's bad. That doesn't hit you at all.
No, it doesn't.
The ones next to Milo, because they just moved forward. I realize now they could have got into flanking, but they just moved from where they are. They're not super intelligent, so they will not have flanking on Milo, but they are going to try to attack Milo. One's going to strike. 18 to hit
Yeah, that hits.
for 3 points of damage.
I like these a lot better than the mimic.
Yeah, they're not as deadly as the Mimic's bite, but
I noticed that because Hog, was able to get hit by these.
that's 22.
You said 22?
Yeah. For another 5
Yeah,
points of
that
damage.
hits. So 8 points total.
Yeah, 8 points total. But they are attacking and swinging at you all inside of this place. But Vaga, is your go.
I'm going to cast Scorching Ray.
Okay.
And so with that, it's 3 rays of fire. So this first one, I'm going to target.
Go ahead and ping him.
Let's see. What do I do?
Hold the click button.
What's
to
the ping?
which
I
one.
just hold it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to just hit these 3.
Okay.
So the first one, 12, does that hit?
It does not.
Then 22, does that hit?
Hits. Yep, that one hits.
That one only does 5. Last one,
Mother.
now 1.
That one does not hit. But you blast out. This one
Cool.
takes a hit of fire, and the others the fire strikes and it goes through the gaps in the armor and out the other side, as there is no flesh inside of the armor to take purchase on. It is Milo's turn as you are staring down these two. Go ahead, you can move as well if you like, Vaga, but Milo.
I don't want to go anywhere.
Yeah. Milo, you see these two ambulatory skeleton, just empty bits of armor, and this kind of wheezing smoke come out of them.
I'm gonna move into the same spot as the one where I put myself right there. Like under it. I'm assuming they're bigger, like something Brahm or Hog would wear, right?
Yeah.
I mean, they're dwarves, right?
Or are they dwarven, or are these like Brahm?
No, you're right. That's a good call. It is dwarven armor.
Oh, shit.
Dwarvens do still count as medium size for you moving through them, Milo, though. But for effect, it is dwarven size at the moment.
Okay. So I'm gonna move into the same spot with him. I know that may take me out of combat range.
He's not. It's diagonal, so you're good.
It's diagonal.
Yeah.
And then, so I wanted to cut under him to go behind him.
If you're trying to slip underneath him, give me an acrobatics check, and this guy down here will have an attack of opportunity on you if you succeed.
17.
That does it. He still gets his
because the
attack
hope
of
was if I slide
opportunity.
under it, he may hit himself.
He may try.
That was the goal.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say if he misses you, he will hit the other dude. How about that?
Okay.
Because I feel like that's a pretty sick
wait,
move.
can I ask you that? Maybe I can't ask that.
It's low.
Oh, like a 17?
Damn it.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
that's
he
gonna
got me.
hit you.
14.
But he gets you on the way over, so you take 4 points of bludgeoning damage. But you do get your move, so you're not surrounded anymore, which is good news.
Okay.
But that's just your movement. You
And
still have your
then-
action.
That's my move. Sorry, hold up. I'm trying to. I have the things over my meter, so I couldn't change it. Okay. I'm breathing heavily.
Sure.
Is that the best you got? And I'm just gonna pull out my my axe and I'm gonna pull out my dagger and just like kind of stab it in the back, since it's not turned around. I'm assuming yet.
Sure.
And I'm too close for anything else.
Give me an attack roll.
So
I don't
dagger.
think you don't have advantage, but actually I'll give you advantage because you did a nice acrobatics move.
Thank you. I definitely appreciate that. Now my question is this: because I had advantage and I rolled a 1, do I get to re-roll that 1 still with my luck? Like with my lucky feature?
Yes, you would.
Okay.
That's
Damn.
a good call.
How many rolls you got?
And that one hits.
Yes, 21.
You have enough. You have enough rolls.
Just enough.
That made sense to me. Yeah. Does 4 points of damage to this one.
Now it says 4 plus 3 on my sheet. It didn't add. I'm assuming it didn't add the 3.
It did. It's
Or did it?
4 plus
I'm trying
3.
to see.
You rolled a 1 on the damage. Plus
Okay. There we go.
So
Just wanted to make sure I couldn't tell.
no, you slip through and give him the 4.
Awesome.
Good job.
What?
Get it? This is
Hog,
4
you're up.
damage.
Oh.
It's a funny joke.
Oh, let's do this shit.
Oh, it's me. Oh my god. So I'm going to definitely.
The guy in front of you
but I
is
can't
hurt.
move out of it because then I.
It's okay. The guy above
The
you
guy
is
up
almost
top has been
dead.
hit before.
Linking
He's not almost dead. He is just
Yeah, the guy above you is almost dead.
Okay, so
I don't-
I'm going to attack the guy above me.
sure.
With the
It's not okay, bud.
okay. Glaive. Oop. That's not great.
It's not. It's skitter.
It's not.
You
Wait,
hear
wait,
it
wait.
hit, and the bone kind of skitters off the side of your glaive, and the metal is harder than just about anything you all have faced really anywhere. You
I'm
do not
assuming
expect
they're
the
steel.
amount of resistance this thing's armor gives.
Are they steel armor, steel plated?
Yeah, they are steel.
Okay.
Brom, here you go.
Because he's diagonal, can I hit him from here?
Because he is diagonal, can you hit him from there? Yeah.
Attack the northern guy.
Sure.
With only an ultimus.
It is their go again. The
I
two
impose
that
disadvantage on the northern guy.
sure, northern guy has disadvantage on his strike. He's gonna try first, and that is a 9. Good for that
9.
disadvantage. So he swings in, and
Right.
Brom puts his shield between you two, and it just and for the first time, Brom, you see scratches on your shield.
I'm gonna fucking murder this thing.
The one beneath Hog is gonna give his go with a +2. That's a miss.
Nope.
There we go, Hog.
This
point.
one,
God
I
damn.
think they're trying to. Well, yeah, he's gonna move here. Yeah, they're gonna keep trying to attack you, Milo.
That's fine.
First one, but they don't have advantage and they couldn't move into flanking because of your maneuver. 12.
He missed.
And the second
He
one,
misses.
9.
He misses.
They miss.
Yeah. Hey.
Doing
That was
good. Doing
debatably the
good.
best enemy experience,
Yeah.
Yeah. In this entire campaign, this might have been like the best single round of not getting hit by the monsters.
Right?
I mean, yeah. That's
I'm
good.
pretty sure I have taken more damage than everyone else put together.
100%.
I don't know.
100%.
I think we're close.
Yes.
He has fallen off cliffs. He's gotten mauled by wolves and stabbed
I've been
by
down twice,
dragonborns.
to be fair.
Like, no, I feel like
Yeah,
it's
true. No, you guys
I
haven't.
feel
I've been
like
flanked. I've been flanked so much that
You've
I
been
should
flanked
have
a
an advantage against
lot.
flanking.
You also have a lot more hit points than I do too. So yeah, you're probably
He
right.
should have so much experience at getting flanked that he can parry it.
It's just a,
And
it's
You
a,
really should.
it's a
Flat roll
+1
against-
instead of a
It'll be a
+2.
skill.
Yeah.
It's a skill that he gets.
That might be a
Flank
good feat
evasion.
later on.
Like-
If you took a feat, so anytime you're flanked, it's a +1 instead of a 2. If you get to level 4, I will let you take that feat. But if you die right now, you won't. So, Vaga, you're up.
No.
Okay.
Real fast.
With me, level-
I'm just gonna run up and like hit a guy with my mace.
I mean, go.
Um,
I mean, go for it.
I don't want to. Yeah,
Yeah, cool trick, dude.
20.
Sure.
That's nice.
Yeah, he hit a guy already.
Okay, 6
Dang!
damage.
Yeah, you hit him.
Oh, that's my turn.
Good work, Milo. You're up.
Oh, was it me?
It's Milo.
Okay.
You can disengage, but you know,
That's a bonus.
Ah, mother.
nah, not as a bonus action. You have to that'd be your turn. But you are in a corner with 10
That'd
hit
be my
points.
turn. Yeah.
Like, where's he going though? He can't get past
I'm not
the others.
gonna-
to
I'm
get
not
out.
gonna
You
do
are
anything,
right. Yeah, that's gonna
actually.
be tough. Yeah, but it's your turn.
I'm not gonna do anything. I'm gonna shoot. I'm gonna turn around, and I'm actually just gonna do an Eldritch Blast at the guy in front of the north guy that everybody's after.
This guy?
Oh,
Yeah, him.
Sure.
I'm gonna just turn around since I'm far enough away from him. I could actually use it. So, Nat 20.
Yo.
Boom,
baby.
Let's go. Give me that damage.
Come with it. Come
Plus
with it. Come
force.
with it. 10.
That's good damage, bro.
Talk to me. Talk to me. Talk to me, baby.
It's still up, but you did hit it pretty darn hard.
Uh-oh.
I mean,
he got so excited he got kicked
Ray
out of
got-
chat.
Ray got
he,
he crit 20 his internet.
he crit 20 his whole internet. No, but you do some
Anyway.
pretty good damage to that one. And it looks weaker, but still standing. It looks like it is, like the armor is kind of shimmering and glistening a bit, but it's still up. Hog.
All right. Business as usual. Leave. I'm attacking the one above me.
Sure.
Boop. Mother trucker.
You swing at it! Brom, your go.
I mean,
Unless you want
as
a
a
bonus
side point,
action.
Hog, my second. I guess your glaive is a two-handed weapon, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
Never mind. I was gonna say he does have a spear sticking out of him still.
Yeah.
Man. I don't know. Yeah.
That's right. I can go.
You know what? I'm wondering before we move on to the next turn, if I should, because I take 2 opportunity attacks if I move away, but if I don't move away, I will also take 2 attacks.
no, if you move next to me, you only
Maybe.
get 1. If you move next to me, you only take 1.
True.
That's true.
If you move at an angle.
It
Yeah,
depends
I
on
won't-
where
I
you're
won't be-
going.
Yeah.
Or if
Even
you're
if
playing
you go-
vodka, you only
Because
take
even
1.
if you're going here, you're still gonna like run into this guy's zone.
True, but after it's only he wouldn't take an opportunity attack
But if
to
he-
get there though.
It's up to him what he wants to,
Yeah, I
where he
just
wants
need
to
to
move,
do it. I do. So I will move Apelles after that turn. I'm going to take 1 opportunity attack. I think. God, I'm trying to decide.
Can I
between
impose
here or
disadvantage?
here.
though. Not yet. It's not been
On
your
that
turn again. You get 1 reaction per round. So
Can I
not
go
yet.
here? I can't move through
You
the
can
same
go there.
space as another guy, right? Can I go here?
Yeah, you can go there. You'll take 1 opportunity attack. Not
Be right back.
this one here. You can move here.
Okay. Well, then I will move there, and I'll take 1 opportunity attack.
Sure.
Better than 2 every turn if I'm going to keep missing.
And they don't have advantage flanking anymore. So that's good news.
Good.
And that's 14 to hit, and that misses.
And
You're
that
in the clear.
does not hit. Yay.
Brom, your go.
Am I technically in range of this guy?
Yeah.
Like, who is he technically in combat with, me or Vaga, though?
Both of you.
Okay, sure. He can swing at me.
I would say I'm
You want
trying
him
to
to
see if there's enough room in that to get.
I think there is.
I would say yeah, that's enough. I'd say you can go there, so you can get flanking with Hog. You take a step up. He is going to try to attack you as you move away, though. No,
That's
actually, no, he's not, because he used his reaction already to attack Hog.
Excellent.
So it doesn't count.
All right, I'm done with this little fucker.
9 to hit. And it's
I
kind
just
of...
can't even, guys.
It's stubborn. It's stubborn, right? The metal is just not yielding to you at all, as it normally does. Who's next? They are.
God damn
This
it.
one is not going to move away from Vaga. He's just going to attack Vaga. 17 to hit Vaga
That hits. Yes.
for 8 bludgeoning. That's a lot of damage. That's really high on his dice.
That was
That's
a good
max.
hit.
Yeah, that's 8 damage
Fine.
towards Vaga. The one that's
that is
north
max.
is going to just react to the one who tried to attack him most recently. So that's Brahm. So north one's going to try to attack Brahm.
Nope.
That's a miss. These two are still going to try to kill Milo.
Bring
First
it.
one attack on Milo.
Not too hard. Not too hard. Just no. Don't do it.
7.
You miss.
And 18.
God. And missed again.
18.
Oh, he's at
God
18.
damn, though.
Nothing said 8. No,
No,
18 hit.
18 to hit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
18 definitely hit.
8 points of bludgeoning damage.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm about to be unconscious in 2.2.
Yeah.
But mom ain't
That's
raised
the
no
turn.
punk.
Vaga, you're up.
Alright, I'll do my signature move. Fishing style. Just like I'm thinking about the sunlight from this morning. I'm just pushing it out of my holy symbol, Radiance of the Dawn. They make a DC 12 con save. And that's going to affect all 4 of them. They're all within 30 feet.
Sure.
So 15 if they fail, and if they miss.
Can you do that indoors?
So you
I
see
do that
Vaga
indoors,
hold
DM.
his holy symbol, and he just clutches it. And usually the light comes from the sun or the sky, but this time it comes out of Vaga himself. Vaga, you feel a bit drained after this is done, but yes, you can do it here. So they need to make Constitution saves. This is the one, northmost one. He's going to try first. Saves,
Wow.
so he's going to take half damage.
He takes.
Shouldn't matter on him, to be fair.
Southern one is going to try.
2. That one.
Fail. Closest
Means
to
he takes
Milo.
double damage.
Oh, crit fail on saving throw. Does that mean double?
It does not. We
No,
can
I was
play
just-
it that
I was
way,
teasing.
but I've played
Oh.
games where it
Let's
is
not.
that,
Teasing.
but it usually hurts you all more, so I have stopped.
I think that would
And then-
hurt us more than it would benefit the situation.
The
Yeah.
final one also fails.
6. Nice.
So
Nice.
this
I
It
don't think it
one
matters that the
makes
most northern one took half damage.
15. So you all are used to this wave of light going out and incinerating all of the foes around you. In this case, the light cleanses and shines into the room, but all of them... Let me see. Oh, let me check the north guy.
I feel like he should be dead.
All of them are still up.
I hate this game.
I'm gonna soak up the sun. Gonna tell everyone that.
Good song.
And they all turn and look at Vaga.
Yeah, that checks out.
Right.
Team.
Milo, you are up.
Okay, well, since they're looking at Vaga now,
That square behind Hog is
is
available,
open.
but you're gonna
Yeah,
take 2
but I'm not.
opportunity attacks if you try to go there.
I know. I'm not gonna move. Um, I'm gonna yell. Guys, if anyone happens to have a moment, I could kind of use a little bit of help over here. And I'm gonna shoot Eldritch Blast again
Sure.
at the north one.
Okay.
Well, question: can I do that without hitting Hog?
Yeah, I don't think it's a problem. You're pretty short.
Okay.
You can duck around him.
All right. So then I'm gonna do that.
Come on, Schwartz.
Let's see here.
Use the
Come
sword.
on, Schwartz.
Use the Schwartz.
Come on, Schwartz. Come on, Schwartz.
12.
With a 12.
Insufficient.
He was flanking.
Still insufficient.
He
So
is
a
flanked.
14.
You don't have bonuses for flanking when you're doing a ranged attack, but it still is not enough.
God damn it.
But Hog, it
Okay.
is your go.
Oh, you said Hog. Oh, is that me? I'm looking at my spells real quick. I do not think. Oh, I'm just tired of attacking and missing. But
These guys are particularly tough.
damn.
You feel like they're not doing a lot of damage out, but they're sturdy,
Absorbing
right?
everything.
Like they're very hardy and they have a lot of
I
armor.
think it's different. I think they're doing a lot of damage out.
That not
Alright,
as much as
let
one
me-
bite from the freaking mimic.
No, that's true. Oh, wait, yeah.
It's just
You
every.
I
get
got
plus
that.
2 because we're flanking, Hog.
Yeah, you do get a +2.
That is true. That is true. I will feel glad about that. So I'm gonna press glaive. Little roommate bought mangoes like 2 days ago. Now we got fruit flies. That's just a thing that happens. All right, glaive. 8.
Hey, Phil.
Yeah.
Got him.
Because I didn't make a movement last time. Is it possible, or is it too late?
At this point, I would say it's too late.
Okay. I was literally just gonna go under dude's legs and go to the other side of him, since I'm not out of combat range for either one.
Nah, I'd say it's too late now.
Yeah, it seems like
Okay.
I've rolled a lot of
Low rolls?
3s and 4s consecutively.
You have.
So yeah. All right.
Same.
Well,
It was like
ain't my turn no more.
for 1 second it looked like they were rolling so terribly and poorly, and now it's just switched on over to you all. Tis
Yeah.
luck be a lady.
Fuck
Hey!
There we
25
go.
to hit, 4 damage.
Oh boy.
Can he die already?
That's a no.
Yeah, he's still standing.
1 health left.
Right.
Yeah, he has 1 left.
Yeah, I figured.
Wow, real.
Yeah,
That's
I'm
cool.
gonna. I'm
Hey,
just gonna
I
be
got-
honest
you can-
about it. He's got the 1 left.
I'm
sucks,
gonna action
guys.
surge.
When I go down, you can move my body
You're action surging.
for my healer's kit to
16 to hit.
stabilize me.
16 does not hit.
16 doesn't hit.
This is steel armor. This is steel plate armor. No, 16.
I
does
figured they
not
couldn't
hit.
move because it's steel plate armor.
Have you fought someone? Oh no, you all have not fought someone in steel plate armor.
No. I figured they'd be slower because it's steel plate.
yet. They
So
are
easier
slower.
to hit. Excuse me.
Slower does not mean easier to hit. It just means slower. I'm so sad. What I want to do is before their turn. Nope, we'll do it after their turn. It makes more sense to do it that way. Because this is something that you all just haven't paid attention to yet, but we'll see how it goes. They'll go. One is going to try to attack Brahm, who just hit it in the face. Misses.
No, fuck you, kid.
Vaga, one's going to attack you.
That is.
12.
That's a miss.
Sweet.
That's a
One's going to
miss.
try to attack Milo.
That's
13.
a miss.
Second one tries to attack Milo.
It's a hit, just barely.
Just barely.
To be fair, out of 4 attacks, 1 hit is like. I mean, I'm sorry it hit you.
Yeah, I'm down.
But... Oh.
Yeah,
Oh.
he's down.
No,
I'm
I'm
down.
really sorry it hit you.
Yeah, I'm down.
And Milo falls. Vaga, you see... Give me a perception check. I think yours is the only... You have a very high passive perception.
Who?
Vaga does. Vaga, you look
I have
around...
+3 perception.
Oh, you want?
Huh? You're looking around and you're like, this room is... Like, Milo described it as being magical itself. Something's going on here. And as you look around, you see the eye of that Cyclops. It is glowing with a purplish energy. Looking down at all of the armors in the room.
Where is that on the map?
It would be...
Beware the eye that never blinks. Beware the golden.
Oh, it's
On the Golden Ridge! I
somebody
fought the
caught
on
it!
the Golden Ridge.
It is...
Yeah.
I'm gonna draw it about... It's about 40 or so feet up on the wall here.
Oh, where? Oh,
Um,
that black square.
Mm-hmm.
Did you
The
draw
black
that black
square?
square?
okay, sweet. I guess I'm gonna use my turn then. Like,
You tell us about that, to be clear?
yes, yeah. So I'll
Okay.
notice it. I'm like, what was it? It's like,
Beware the eye that never blinks.
beware the eye that never blinks, and I'm gonna cast guiding bolt at the eye.
Okay. Give me an attack roll.
What's the DC of an
Well-
immovable eye?
I know what the DC is. And that
8.
is not it. You blast
Damn
up
it!
there,
I'm
but it hits...
dead.
It crashes into the wall next to it. It does not hit the eye. And it remains open, looking down at all of you. Milo, it is your turn. Give me a death saving throw. It's just a flat D20.
Sorry, I was muttering stuff under my breath.
Yeah, I figured.
Oh, yeah, no, I was going over the rhyme.
Ah,
Going over the riddle. Yeah. Rolled it.
Nat 20!
Sorry.
He's
So-
out!
20.
you get up with 1 hit point and can take your turn.
Yes.
Holy
The
That's a nat
saving
20
grace!
on a death saving throw. You have 1 hit
Holy
point right
man.
now, and you can take your turn.
Shoot the eye. Oh my god.
I'm going to move here. No.
I wouldn't.
How's
No,
it
no,
from
no.
there? How close am I to that? Like, how high up again is it from me
It's
being as
about
short as
40
I am?
feet.
40 feet?
Yeah.
Can I climb it?
The
What?
wall?
No, shoot
Probably
it.
not.
Even with climbing gear, like I have pittons and stuff.
If you want
Oh,
to
just
take
shoot
your
it.
action to jam a piton in the steel wall, you could try.
Oh, it's a steel wall. Never mind. Okay. I keep forgetting it's a steel wall, not stone. I was thinking stone.
Yeah, nah.
Okay. Then I'm gonna Eldritch Blast the eye.
Sure. Give me an attack roll.
Please, we need good rolls, please.
I can't move, and I'm gonna yell like, "Help! Help! Somebody! Anybody! Please! Thank you!" Actually, no. I'm gonna crossbow it.
Wait, does he know? Like, he would have been down. Can he, like...
I got a 23.
Never mind, I'll sit here quietly.
He was. That was a very good point, Kyle.
It's a good point.
Well,
I mean, not to
about
like
if I-
metagame.
okay,
I'm gonna
so-
say,
so
I'm
I
gonna
go
say
for
though,
Sparks
you were
check?
going in and out of
Sparks from
consciousness
my
because it was so quick between your unconsciousness and you getting back up. Give me a Constitution saving throw, and if it
Okay,
is
I
high
was gonna
enough,
ask.
I'm gonna say DC 13.
Okay.
Then you heard Vaga's comment.
Oh,
Nat
nat 20!
20!
Nat 20.
Fuck that shit!
Nat
I'm sorry.
20.
I
So-
thought that would only be fair to ask.
I respect it. No, because I was gonna
Mm.
actually do an investigation or something myself,
thing to ask.
what
trying
was-
to get
I mean,
out of the area.
What was Vaga's comment?
So,
Oh,
Vaga
I was gonna say, like,
notices
this-
the eye on the
like,
ceiling
the eye.
that is glowing with this purplish energy, and Milo, like half out of you're prone because you fell unconscious for a second.
Right.
Half out of consciousness, you kind of look up and you hear Vaga, "I never blinks," and that the rhyme of the axe goes through your mind again, and you look up at it. You pull up your crossbow and fire, and it hits something that sounds organic and not like steel. And when it does, all of the suits of armor collapse on the ground. And you all are out of combat.
I really wanted to throw my shield at it.
Well, you didn't.
I'm going to use.
I would like to throw my shield at it now.
So
You do so.
I literally, after shooting it, my hands dropped to the side as I'm at 1 hit point.
Dude,
I
the
just
image
lay
again is,
there.
you know, like in Hot Fuzz, how like Nick Frost's character, he really wants that moment where he goes on the ground and he wants to
Yeah.
fire his gun.
Yeah.
Like that's you. You're like, ah. You're crossing.
Fellas, did
Exactly.
anything fall from? I mean, it sounds like it could have been a possible gemstone, right, or something. Did anything fall when either he shot it or when I just bashed it with a
It
shield?
did not sound like a gemstone. It sounded organic.
Like
It sounded
flesh.
like
So we shot an eye, actually.
Like
like a slushy
Yeah.
sound.
Hey, can I say something?
Yeah.
That's gross.
It is.
Yeah, no.
Really gross.
It really was.
But I got it, right?
But you got it.
Touche. Touche.
Can I check the suits of armor to see if I can take things from them yet?
Yeah, you look around. They are technically, I would say around now, Hog, your divine sense is petering out a bit, but
Okay.
it's long enough to tell that everything in this room is still hella cursed.
Motherfucker.
Alright, yeah. As awesome as this armor is, guys, I do not think it is a good idea to wear it or utilize it.
Well, in that case, I want to go back to.
Guys, there's a third
Hello.
passage. There's a third passage. Third passage.
But
Third
okay, wait
passage.
a minute. Milo's
Third passage.
hurting. Milo's hurting, right?
Yeah, I'm at 1 hit point. I'm laying there like bleeding.
I'm gonna use my last 5 lay on hands on Milo.
Appreciate it.
5 down to 0. But that's all I got.
That brings
Okay,
me up to 4.
so. Axe riddle time here. Appellees, can I do a check based on the line Mayhor and Orcus watch and wait to see what come what may? After going through here, seeing Orcus on one side and Mayhor on the other, can I do a check to tell, or like,
Is it Maesor or Mehron?
Maesor.
oh sorry,
Mayhor.
Mayhor.
Mehron is
Can I do a
the
check?
owner of the axe.
My bad.
He's the dwarf.
My bad. Can I do a check on that line to see, based off of anything that I've seen, if that relates to anything more specifically now? After we've looked through both doors and on the statue?
Give me a perception check.
What was that voice?
Is me wondering when you all would have caught on to the
Falling down
riddle.
I fucking quit. I'm fucking done.
Ah,
This whole game is rigged.
listen.
But I tell other people about how I feel in case everybody wants to roll.
I will do so, and then I'm at disadvantage.
Oh, technically I was at disadvantage too, so I should roll again and get a 19. Which sense.
And
I mean, if they're going out there, I'm also moving out. No.
Yep, you get some healing, and you all head out back
What a
into the
mean.
main area.
An
Milo, you're feeling a
investigation
bit
check and
better.
perception.
Go straight back to the and I stop and I pull out the axe and I just stand there. I'm not unwrapping it. It's
Mhm.
still wrapped, but I set it on the altar, right on the statue.
Give me a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. 16.
Yeah, you don't want to put it down.
Well, my hands are on it. I'm not leaving it there.
Mhm.
Like my hands are still on it.
Yeah, you don't.
But
You don't put it on the pedestal.
I
You
don't.
stand there,
Oh,
but you don't put it down.
do I hold it over it? Or like, is it like hovering, holding it over it?
Nah. You all see Milo walk over next to the pedestal, holding the axe in his hands, and just standing there.
Can I go
Okay.
over and push his arms down with a strength check?
Give me athletics check. Milo, give me an acrobatics check.
I'll see what I need to be. Okay, way to
17.
Athletics, I think, is probably best. Yeah,
go.
no.
Okay.
Nat
Or nat
one.
one.
He flips right out of the way and is just like, Milo, you're insulted by the attempt.
I'm gonna put my
Well-
hand on Hog's shoulder. Like, the path to redemption is difficult, but I've borne this burden longer than any of us. I don't need your help. And I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds to help him out just a little bit more. 3
Yay!
more
On
HP for Hog.
Okay.
It helps.
As you all are doing that behind me, I'm just going to start reciting the poem because that's like my intention. Is I'm going to recite the poem while we're standing here in front of this for everyone. Like I want to make sure we all hear it. I want it to echo throughout this chamber.
Take heed to you who
Take
hold
heed
Mehron's axe.
To you who hold Mehron's axe, foremost of Moradin's forgotten. In time, you'll know this woeful blade and the pain that it's begotten. In the lurid light of the golden eye, where beams of sunrise bends, at the peak of the creek, at the crest of the mountains that meet where Tormag ends. May glass be the window and metal the key. And as I say those, I point to both sides of both of the passages we just came out. May you enter the sleep of past ways 3. May you learn that secret to eternal living lie not in lictum, but in history. And I point the axe directly at the two statues in front of me. Beware the eye that never blinks. Beware the golden ridge. But most of all, till the end of time, beware the giant's bridge. Mesor and Orcus, watch and wait to see what come, what may. Shall we rise to cold dark night, or at last descend to day? And then I just stand there.
Everybody give me a perception check.
Say
Me?
everybody?
Mm-hmm.
Again.
Perception.
Have one.
Oh my god, thank you, Jesus. Trevor.
As you all are standing there
7.
and he is reading this out loud, Hog, you for the first time see the weight of the axe on someone else's shoulders, and it is